Sorry, hello, welcome back to Mr. Arsenal podcast for another Arsenal Watchalong Europa League second leg, last 16. Olympiacos were 3-1 up in the first leg. As you can see, I'm joined by Warren, Sam, and the rest of the guys will be here soon. And yeah, as you can see on the screen, we've got our lineup. But first off, Warren, how are you doing?
Not so bad, thanks very much. Bit nervous about tomorrow. I've got my jab tomorrow morning, so
You'll be fine. Literally, I had the Oxford one, not last Friday, the Friday before. Literally, obviously keep up to date with all your paying paracetamol and all that. Every 4 hours, you'll be fine.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. It's one of them. I'm looking at the lineup. I've got to say, it's not the lineup I wanted to see. I wanted to see some of the kids really being given a go, but hey, he's picking the side, and that's what you pay for. But I'm sort of the other way on Martinelli, because I understand he's being trained for a particular role and he's not quite ready for that role yet. But we'll have to wait and see what transpires today. But it very much looks like a lineup with making sure we get through in mind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, really. Obviously, there's a few changes with Sunday in mind as well, with partying on the bench and things like that, and in these plays. But still, it's an 11 that should get over the line either way. But yeah, as you said, it does seem like an 11 that Arteta's got out the intention of thinking this ain't over yet, that he ain't going to risk it like he would have done maybe a year ago. He wants to get over the line.
Yeah, I would love to have seen, I don't know, sort of Martinelli, maybe Balogun, just some of the players that you wouldn't normally see. But we'll have to wait and see what transpires. But it certainly looks like he's picked a team that he wants to make absolutely certain of getting through.
Yeah, I mean, Aubameyang we all expected, because of if he hadn't started today, then the media and the fan base and other fan bases would have read into it even more with what happened on Sunday as well. So you can understand Aubameyang starting.
Yeah.
Jack is undroppable. He can't. Apparently he doesn't need rest. Yeah.
Yeah, I think certain managers. I think all managers, don't they, have players that they feel that. How can I put this? That they feel more comfortable with them in the side because they'll either do a role or sometimes managers have favourite players. I can't see the appeal of him, but I'm not the manager. But you're judged on how many points you get at the end of the year, aren't you? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised on the bench wise, in the sense of Reece Nelson's on the bench, and from what I've been hearing and seeing recently, on the 23, he hasn't been exactly putting up trees there. So I'm surprised he's in the 11, but in the actual matchday squad over someone like Balogun, and even Eddie's back in the squad as well.
Yes, that's a strange one, isn't it? And it's here's the thing that sort of gets to me a little, and I'm not having a go because I thought he played, and I'll give Arteta his due, and I've been one of his biggest critics. I'll give him his due. He pretty much selected the side I want to see playing for Arsenal. When we played that lot down the road, but I'm trying to fathom out which direction he's going in. Can't find a pattern, Ryan. To be honest, I can't find a pattern of where we're going. Are we going youngsters? Are we going youngsters mixed with a little bit of? There always seems to be.
Chop and change every game,
the screw ups in there. For me, there's a few screw ups at Arsenal. Holding, Louise, Bellerin, and Xhaka. I'd be more than happy to see almost anybody come in place of them, because I think that you don't move forward during the course of a season with those four players in the side. Hello, buddy.
Right, Gary's in the chat. He'll be joining us soon.
Nice to see you, Gary.
I mean, rather bizarre recently as well, because we were saying at the weekend of Bellerin, like Premier League wise, he's not getting in the 11 at all, but the Europa League is he's in the 11.
Yeah.
Cedric's been dropped. Maybe rest, but then you've got Chambers as an option to go there. that could go right back.
Yes.
He's a versatile player.
Exactly that. And I don't think Chambers did anything wrong, Ryan, when he played there last night.
And
also, did pretty well.
And also with Granit Xhaka, no, not having to dig at him, but surely he must need some rest going into an international as well. He's literally consistently played, apart from when he gets suspended or whatever. He consistently played most of this season. He's telling me he's Mr. Invincible.
You know, I mean, people will sort of like, but at least I have to say he put a shift in.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't go anything.
And he didn't get wound up. But I'll tell you the thing I cannot fathom, and it really is, and you have to sort of go, what's happening here? Was Willian, because when you watched him in the derby, literally he'd jog towards the player with the ball, and then he'd stop 5 yards in front of him. I mean, his idea of closing a player down invited a lot of pressure on us. I don't like to see him on there. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, Smith, also we've got Smith and Pepe. Obviously, Pepe been brought back into the team. He's going to be on the right by the looks of it. Maybe him. And then Smith is going to be on the other wing as well, which is interesting. Because he did do well against that lot down the road on Sunday in that position. So it could be interesting if he can continue that sort of.
Very much so. The thing that really got to me on time, I thought we were fantastic for 75 minutes.
Until it's off,
and then you had Willian. Lacazette had run out of steam, so you can understand him not closing down from the front and defending from the front. But for Willian, for me, there was absolutely no excuse, and him not putting pressure on the ball allowed then the back four to feed the ball into the midfield. And for me, it's a given. I can take, if you're a youngster and you're trying, you know, and you're maybe not good enough, I can understand that, and I can live with that. I can live that you're maybe not the best player in the world, but you're putting a shift in. And hard work and putting a shift in. Yeah.
That's all we ask for. This is the thing. People, other fan bases get confused when we get irate about when we lose. It's not that we're losing, it's the fact of the manner of the defeats when we're not performing. The players aren't putting their 100% in.
Yeah.
If we lose, they put 100% in. You can say, fair enough, we've lost, but you know what? They gave it everything. They tried.
Yep.
But
absolutely.
That's what we're trying to come from when we get frustrated when we lose, and especially this season, the amount of defeats we've had, and most of them come into the league. I mean, Willian's been dropped today completely, by the looks of it.
Yeah. I've got to say, I can't. I looked at Willian on, you know, obviously in the derby, and I went, where there is a guy who's interested in the club doing well, who's in the most, what is, you know, a pretty important game for us, given the league positions and everything else, and to come on for 20 minutes and not put an absolute shift in, you know, for 20 minutes. That's, I'm sorry, as much as I applaud what happened, he, for me, he wouldn't even be even in my thinking after a performance like that.
No, and I think, was it Steve, the Arsenal Misfit, or someone in a chat on, I think Tuesday night on our podcast on Tuesday, mentioned that it's no coincidence that obviously the sending off happened at the same time, but the second Willian comes on, our performance for the whole squad completely dropped.
Yes, and he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. I mean, our level went down, and when you're not defending from the front, then you invite pressure, don't you?
Oh yeah. Well, apparently Arsenal love doing that. Apparently, Willian's performance in that game was both shocking and pathetic. Yeah, considering he was only on for 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. We should have apologised to. He should have apologised to all the players and the fans for that disgraceful. I think he's been doing this with performances. Let's be honest, most of the season, apart from a few games here and there.
Yeah, I mean, when he started to pick up a little bit and looked interested, I was sort of like, okay, maybe it took him a while to get the message, and maybe he's not happy with one or two things. And there's always certain things that set players off. But he was not interested unless he had the ball on Sunday. When somebody was going to give him the ball, he was interested, but he was no, how can I put it? There was no desire to work for the team to get a result. And that's what bothers me.
Yeah, and I think maybe Mikel's actually spotted that, and you know what? This is his punishment.
I hope so. I really hope so.
And maybe the fact that obviously he punished Aubameyang on Sunday for what he did. He felt like he had to follow it up with someone. Obviously, if you're not performing now, I've got to follow it up with you because you're not. I can't do it just for the captain. I've got to do it for everyone now. And hopefully that is the case, because that has been a criticism of Arteta, that he's very inconsistent in who he wants to punish and who he wants to call out and things like that.
Yeah. It seems to be. I mean, I don't know about you, but there's Willian that you add into that mix of players that you'd like to see. I mean, apart from the Europa League and possibly getting in to the Europa next season, I can't see there's a great deal left to play for. But what I really would like to see next season is those players, us moving forward. If he's staying, you know, certain players have to go, surely.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think what was it? Yet again, Bellingham's been heavily linked with a move away, which is good, and apparently he wants away, which is again good because
good.
For me, if he's got the best years ahead of him, but as a defender, as a right back, he can't defend, and I'm sorry, he's got to an age now where can you really coach that into him?
No, I don't think you can. I mean, when the guy can't even take a throw in, Ryan.
Oh my God!
It's just like, really. I mean, that's a basic requirement. That's the sort of thing you, as a referee, I'd blow the whistle and let a kid of 9 have another go at it. When you get to the age he is, if you can't take a throw in, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just watching the BT Sport. They're having an interview with Elneny. They're going through basically what happened last year with Olympiacos. Yeah, remind us how that shambles fell apart. Yeah, that's what we need going into this.
I think that is almost. I think there's like a small scar in. This isn't going to happen again, and that's why we've got the team we've got tonight.
Possibly, it does seem like we touched on before. It does seem like that, but again, the lineup itself, the 11, either way, is still good enough to you would think touch wood to go over the line.
I mean, I thought they were pretty abysmal, to be honest. Yes, they were missing their leading scorer, but you look at their lineup and there's nothing there that should frighten you at all.
No, again, we said that last year, and look what happened. But again, it was like the difference is we got 3 away goals, and they've got really come for us this year.
Yes, yeah, and I'm just wondering if that's the reason that Pepe's starting, because they're just going to try and pick it off, And I was sort of hoping that Martinelli might get a few minutes to see what this, because apparently, or so the word is, I don't know whether you've heard this, but apparently he's being trained for a new role within the side.
I saw the clip the other day, yeah.
He's not quite ready for it, but you've got to give him minutes somewhere, haven't you?
Yeah, I think going by the 4-second clip that I've seen anyway, of him being trained in a certain role, it does seem like Arteta does seem as a striker, not a winger, and that's what he wants to train him as. Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine, and I'm fine with that, because I think Martinelli in front of goal, because I think Aubameyang or Lacazette, or maybe even both, will be gone in the summer.
I think
hi,
both.
Sam.
Hello, Warren.
And it would be nice to see Martinelli have a go up there, because he is a natural goal scorer.
And also, the reason I say both, I think both now, is because of what happened on Sunday, and the way what we're hearing about how Aubameyang reacted at full time. He weren't happy. He just stormed off, drove off out the stadium, well ahead of time and all things like that. So,
well, he managed to get out of the stadium on time then.
Oh yeah, don't be silly. Oh dear. All right, Sam.
Yeah, I'm all right, Ryan. How you doing, mate?
Oh, a bit of a.
Hey, buddy.
Not too bad.
Not so bad, mate. What's your thoughts on the lineup, bud?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we'd arrested. To be honest, I thought we'd arrested a couple more players. To be honest, I mean, like Tierney, I would have thought we'd arrested Tierney. He plays a lot. We don't really want him to be injured. I would have thought maybe Gabriel, give him a bit of a rest today. In terms of midfield, I mean, Xhaka, he never rests, does he? He's the bionic man, so he's never ever going to rest, is he? Apart from that, I suppose it's expected, right? Because I suppose he realises the Olympiacos aren't exactly, a fantastic team, are they? They were quite easy last week, so I think he's got one eye on the West Ham game, and I can sort of understand that when you see we've got three away goals. I mean, if we piss away 3 away goals, I mean, we've got to be really bad.
Yeah, even though their top scorer's back, he was a half decent player, but it shouldn't be really any trouble.
No, we should be able to do them.
If we piss away a 3 away goal lead, Sam, I think even more questions got to be asked of not just the players, but Mikel himself and his tactics. Then
exactly. Because this team he's got out there today should be able to do the job. They should be able to do the job.
I've said that as well. Literally, there's no excuse either way. I even put a tweet out on the line so announcing a few changes, but there's no excuse. This team is good enough to get over the line.
Yeah.
So it's down to
I was chatting with Ryan beforehand, Sam, and I was trying to say to Ryan that I don't really understand. I've not got a real clear idea of where Arteta's going in terms of personnel. You got any insights on that?
Well, if you're thinking about Martinelli, I really do think he's looking towards next season with him, because you've got to remember he has had a long-term injury.
Yeah,
he did have a small injury again when he came back. I think he really wants to. I actually think he really wants to keep him fresh for next season, with an eye on. He's probably selling Lacazette, might be selling Nketiah. I think he's got Martinelli in his pocket for next season, and the reason I think that is apparently they've been doing a lot of extra individual training this week with him as a striker.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, I don't really think they would do that if they weren't keen on keeping him. Why would they do that? That's a lot of extra time and effort in doing something that they wouldn't really need to do if he wasn't in their plan. So I think that shows that they're just keeping him. They're trying to manage him a bit more, because I think at the moment they feel they don't really need him, and I think we might see him maybe in a game or two towards the end of the season, maybe, or if not, I think we'll definitely see him next season. I think that's when he's really going to start to come in and make his mark. Or at least I hope so. That's the way it looks.
Do you know something? If Ryan was saying earlier that he thought maybe Lacazette and Aubameyang would go. I would say I wouldn't be too upset to see Balogun on the bench and Martinelli starting, but it wouldn't bother me at all, to be honest.
No, I think you could do that, and I think you could give Martinelli a run of games next season to get used to that striker role if needed. Because I think we could be. Listen, this is just speculation, of course it is, but I think we could actually be in a position where, with the lack of funds and everything that's going on, financial wise and everything with the club, and also in the climate we're in, it's very difficult to buy players now. I mean, I can see us sort of having half an eye on these kids, coming through and everything, like the likes of Balogun being good enough, Martinelli, give him a chance, and letting these kids come in a bit more and take a bit more of a bigger role, and just sort of supplement with maybe a few players here and there to sort of supplement them, and let them grow, because I think we've got such a good bunch of talent coming through now. I think we need to really utilize them. We really do. I don't think we need to sort of turn our backs on them. And with Balogun, who looks really like he could be really something good, we know Martinelli, his potential. Give him a chance. And listen, Lacazette, we know he's not quite good enough anymore. He's getting old. He's getting, his contract's getting there where we need to sell him. We need to move him on. And with the likes of Aubameyang, I just don't think Aubameyang, he's not our future. I mean, yes, he's been a prolific striker, but just, everything's been going on, his attitude, everything. I would rather just move him on, sell him, and let's get in, and then we'll get in another striker. Get in. If you're selling Nketiah, you sell Lacazette, you sell Aubameyang. We've got Balogun, we've got Martinelli, and if we can
use the money for Odegaard, if we can
spend the money, bring in Odegaard, and then spend some money on getting a one top level striker as well to come in. Like, I would love to see. It depends on his price and everything, but I'd love to see like a Lukaku or maybe even a Griezmann. I think Griezmann could do a good job for us as well. He's a bit out of favour where he is. So, let's talk this Edouard as well at Celtic. He could probably do a good job as well. Someone like that to come in and for those three players. And we've got the youth coming through. Like Balogun. We've got Martinelli. We've got this Muller who's looking really good as well, who's behind Balogun again. We got these. I mean, look at the likes of Borussia Dortmund. They're leaning on their talent and doing really well. They got that Maluko, his name. He's 16 years old. He's scoring goals for fun. 16.
That's the thing there, Sam. That I'm sort of looking to is I'm not quite seeing where the actual direction is, and maybe he's just giving the kids time to get better and this, that, and the other. But I would more than happy finish the season where we are now with the kids playing rather than seeing the likes of Willian putting on an Arsenal shirt dogging out there. I'd accept kids not not doing brilliant the first year and while they're learning everything they need to learn to become better players. That's
more for me, and I'm sure for most people as well. It's much more exciting watching a talent come through than watching some old God knows whatever has been trying to perform again. I would much rather see a 17, 18-year-old talent try and do his best and try and show some flair and what he's got than watching Willian try and fucking find his feet again. I mean, it's I think everyone can sort of respect that. And who was it said? Was it Alan Hansen? I can't remember. It was someone who said, "Listen, if they're good enough, they're old enough. It's as simple as that. That's what it is, isn't it? If Alan Hansen said you can't win anything with kids, that's
the one. Yeah,
he got completely debunked there with Sir Alex's lot. But I can't remember who it was. But someone said, if they're good enough, they're old enough. It's as simple as that.
Robson. Robson when he gave Beattie his debut at Ipswich said, because he was only, I think he was 16 when he first. 16, 17 when he first had a run out, and he turned around and he said, as far as I'm concerned, he's good enough. If it hadn't been for a knee injury, I think he'd have probably been England's left back along with, I think him and Sanson would have been fighting for years over that spot.
Yeah.
We are
the game starting, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm 36 seconds in myself.
Let me see what I am. I'll start up my. I've got the. It's on my terrestrial here today, but I'm running it through the net though, not through the cable, so I'll be a bit behind.
Yeah, Olympiacos in their all blue away kit, and then we're obviously in our home kit, obviously red and white. And Socrates is starting obviously as well. Of course he would.
Yeah, and Holivas.
Holivas, yeah. Right.
Yeah, how you guys? You alright?
All right, Ryan.
Yeah, not too bad.
How you doing, bub?
Things considered.
I'm alright.
Oh dear. So yeah, what have you made of the lineup? Obviously we've just kicked off as well, so
I'm not really bothered. Everyone's losing their shit. I just want to see them win. Simple as that. I'm not bothered. Honestly, everyone's losing their shit. Martinelli's not starting. Like, oh well, we ain't been starting for the last 2 months. I mean, shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, the team's good enough to win this game. Yeah. So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm not being reactionary. Fuck, it is what it is. As long as I see Bellerin play in Europa League and not in the Prem, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered.
I think you've got Cedric ahead of him, haven't you? You've got Cedric ahead of him. You've got Chambers ahead of him, and probably even Maitland-Niles ahead of him.
Well, I think Maitland-Niles is going to be ahead of him out of the club, but that's what's going to happen with him.
I think he's third choice right back at best, isn't he, at the moment, Bellerin?
At best,
First choice that club for me, though. But hey, they don't make the rules.
Yeah. But
yes, Gary, you're being too picky.
Yeah,
Sorry,
just a bit.
I saw that comment.
2 minutes in.
You're just
They're
saying
just trying
before,
to go for it. Oh, unlucky on any. They're just trying to go for it. You can tell. You can see Olympiacos there, right? This is going to be. I expect this game to be similar to last season. To be honest with you, cagey at times, but yeah.
Well, it will be,
predictions.
I'm going for 2-0. I was going to say 2-0 as well.
Yeah, we should win. I think 2-1. I think.
Yeah, 2-1 seems realistic to be fair, but I'm going with 2-0. Go on. That's good. That's good.
I'm going 3-1.
Okay.
3-1. Ah.
So
I think their goalkeeper suffers from Runnelson's disease. So
we did last week.
Runnelson's disease. He's not. He's been demoted. We got that youngster on the bench instead of Runnelson.
Yeah, Runnelson's not even he's not in the squad. He's not in the Europa League squad at all. He got dropped in this half of the season for that.
That shows you how bad he must be. Jesus Christ.
We should have put him out on loan. I don't understand. Since Ryan's coming, we should have just sent him out on loan.
Mate, we should have put him out by the bins.
Should have never bought him in the first place. What a waste of a mil.
Socrates is down. He's taking out Smith Rowe as well, but he's down.
Wow. Combination. They took each other out.
Right, I'm on 255.
Got far beyond the
5.
Born face. Bloody hell. I'm on 433.
Right. Miles ahead of me.
I think a mil will be all right.
Yeah, just literally just more of the. It's more the ball that get him in the face. It's like, oh, woke me up.
Yeah.
Whereas Socrates is the one who's like, oh bloody hell.
But to be fair, with Mil, that's what I say. Mil, I think you'll be okay. Socrates, I think that's like maybe I would say concussion, but fuck it.
No, just
we'll just come lick you straight.
Yeah.
Looks like the ball hit him in the face, wasn't it? The ball.
The ricochet of the ball ricocheted off Socrates and hit him in the face. That's what took Smith Rowe down. But when Smith Rowe obviously took the shot initially, I don't know. His studs have run up Socrates, and he's gone, oh fuck.
Well, we're both down to 10 men for the time being, so I think Socrates might come off. He's limping.
I think he's our only fit centre back as well.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Smith Rowe's only got like a bloody nose or something.
Literally just get that under control, and then obviously this swap shirts, change shirts, do that, and then get him back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Socrates is little bloody hell. He is limping, gee.
I'm so glad that William's not going to get a look in, because I thought on Sunday he basically should have just put a spud shirt on. He didn't close anybody down. He didn't put a shift in for 20 minutes. He just jogged after people. It was awful to watch.
Oh yeah, it was like we were saying before kickoff. It was like he wasn't bothered.
Yeah, I think the game was done by the time he come off. To be honest with you guys, I mean, it was fucking stressful for the last 15 minutes. However, I think like William coming in, trying to create an impact when you've basically taken a striker off. I mean, what's he gonna do?
Yeah. It was the fact that he didn't close anybody down, and he would just jog towards them, and then he just stopped.
That's William for you. I mean, let's be real. He's inconsistent. This is the thing with William. He's inconsistent. My cousin supports Chelsea. He told me straight, he's inconsistent. You'll get 5 good games and the rest bad games. We knew what was going to happen. I mean, like I said, it is what it is. I mean, at least he gave us a 4 run of games where he was getting 4 assists in a row. I mean, better that than what we saw after Fulham when he was anonymous for the rest of the fucking season until Benfica. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but same time, I hear your point. I mean, but isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, you know.
Maybe Mikkelsen said enough and thought, "Fuck it, you're out for tonight."
Yeah.
Because after this Sunday, it's international break, isn't it? Woody Ann.
Apparently, it's a calf injury. That's what Charles Watts.
Oh, is it?
He came out with that just a little while ago.
That's what I mean. He's getting on, man. I hear why. Again, I understand it. You know, I even said at the start of the season, I said I understand why they went for him, but as him as a player, I particularly would have not went for him. But in terms of experience, I get it. Do you know what I mean? But you know, just I wouldn't have got him. Well done, veteran. Wow, I'm surprised I said that. But yeah.
Early doors.
To be honest, I was saying that about Xhaka throughout the North London derby. He actually played pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hey, he's all over Pepe, man. All right, cool. Yeah. You know, he actually was better at a party than him. To be honest.
Over the match, yeah, but also at the end when it was all going all, it looked like we were going to go tits up. Bloody, he did start showing that vast side of him as well outside the box. I was like, oh, don't you fucking do it.
Yeah, don't come back to normal, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I totally get that.
But even then, I've watched other Arsenal podcasts the last couple of days, and even said, even though Partey again wasn't his best, by far his best performance, he's
not fit enough.
He was still doing. But he was still doing better than what the Tottenham midfield were, the Ndombeles and all that. Who got more.
You can see what Partey's got, can't you?
That's what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say. You can. Thing is, he's not even 100% fit.
No.
And he's actually getting away with a lot of good performances. So, I mean, it just kind of tells you when he gets 100% fit and injury free. I mean, it's gonna be stupid. What's going on, Gary?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Gary.
Hey.
Hello, Gary.
All right.
Picky already.
Huh?
Picky.
Yeah. Well.
Get it right.
Well, it was if Pepe can hold on to that ball, I think he might be able to get something out of it, right? So you never know when the shot's going to come, right? So.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I've got to say, I'm amazed at the lack of ambition from Olympiacos. They're still only playing the one guy up top. I thought they would have come along and really gone.
Well.
It's one of their fans said, I think they're just waiting for us to do something silly, give them a little gift, right? I mean, that's what if you play, tight enough, that we'll just, we will fall asleep and make a mistake, and they just need one so they can get into our heads.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of fans are getting upset about Ceballos and El Neni in the midfield. They're like, not so much El Neni, more so Ceballos in the midfield. Oh, he's accident prone. And I'm just like, just relax, all right? Until the whole team fuck it up. Don't.
Also, hang on. You're complaining about they complain about Ceballos, but they complain about they give that same energy to Granit Xhaka, who cost us 2 goals in the last 2 Premier League games.
Right? He was part of that as well. Yeah, they were saying Ceballos, Xhaka, El Nene, that midfield. I'm just like, I hear that. And I understand
you hear. But at the same time, when we haven't got a fully fit Partey, what do they expect? We just throw Partey in and hope for the best and hope he doesn't get injured.
And it's not only that. If you're not going to play him in this game, when are you going to play him? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Hopefully, if you find, but sort it out. You slapped Tierney in the face. Sort it out. Anyways, I think with Partey, it's just taking our chances. I mean, we didn't necessarily need him today because of the scoreline. Yeah. However, he would be ideal just to shore things up because we know our midfield is not good enough. Well. We've seen it all season.
What Partey does that we miss is since we haven't really had someone do it since we had Vieira, and that is to actually carry the ball forward in that midfield position there. In the centre.
I'd even lean to say Diaby as well. Diaby as well, Sam, when he was fit.
Just carry that ball forward, and he breaks ranks. He'll get past the player, and as soon as you get past the player, that's when everything opens up.
Yeah, but also he definitely calms it down when there's a lot of players. When there's opponents there, he gets that ball, and it doesn't matter if they're surrounding him one by him doesn't matter. Everything calms down, and he's able to move the ball, like you said, upfield. We don't have players that can can do that under pressure. He seems to enjoy it, man. It just doesn't bother him at all.
His physical presence says enough as well. Yeah,
and then we have Xhaka and like Silnelny. They just don't really like to move the ball. They don't like to run with the ball unless it's wide open. They just pass it.
Yeah. Well, Xhaka's just, as I said before, he's just like a shit Ray Wilkins. He just passes it sideways.
I think with Xhaka, he's more of a statue. El Nene's just left to right, side to side. Yeah. But at least El Nene will take a fucking shot. Xhaka, I ain't seen that guy take a shot in a while. And the thing is, he's got a lot of power in that left foot. Whether it's accurate or not, he has a lot of power in that left foot, as we know. But he don't take no long shots no more. And that's one thing. Well, there's a lot of things that annoy me about Xhaka, but that's probably up there in the top 3. Like, you don't shoot hard. Like, we've seen Xhaka saw some screamers, and you don't do it no more. Don't know why.
I think from open play, I think the last time he took a shot from open play that I can actually remember was Man United a couple of years ago. And Emery's first season. We won 2-0. That was a deflection. Was it deflect? The ball moved, didn't it? The ball moved. The wind took the ball there.
Yeah, totally put off the hair. Like, the hair went left. They were like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? That was a weird goal, but I'm glad that went in.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm just saying that. I think that's that common. Since then, I can't remember the last time. Was that from open play? Took a shot from outside the box.
I want to say Liverpool, but that was even the season. Was that season before that or the season before that? Liverpool at home.
At home.
You remember? Was it at home? Was that?
I
think it was.
I don't know. I
the draw. It was 3-3, I think. I can't remember. I need to go back.
Oh yeah. That was
a screamer.
That was in the Wenger. I think Wenger's last season. I think it was.
Yeah. Oh, it was his last season.
No, Winter Wonderland. Yeah, it's Christmas as well.
Right. Yeah.
Hitzelsberger Mark II.
I remember him for Villa. He was a decent young talent, wasn't he?
Yeah, but again, he was another left footer who could hit it like a hammer. They used to call him Thomas the Hammer, didn't they? And then he just, out of nowhere, he just sort of drifted off, didn't he? It was really all he had going for him, that he could absolutely whack a ball from 30 yards.
It always seems like our crosses there's no thought behind it in terms of where are you going with this cross? I mean, it's none of our players anywhere close to it or are able to run on it, so you're just wasting a kick.
Yeah, that's the thing that gets me, Gary. We were saying this. The other day, weren't we? We were saying this the other day, where in the North London derby, that if we cross the ball into the box, there's nobody to get on the end of it.
That's why Tierney and Smith Rowe started to do low driven.
But they're the ones kicking it sometimes, and I'm like, who are you kicking it to? Because, I mean, just the last one I saw, there were about 3 players standing on the just outside the box. There's no way they're going to get to it unless you hit it out to them, right? So, the pass is coming in right on the goalie box. There's nobody there, except for the defenders. So, I don't. If he comes across and he sees nobody there, he should be. When he passes it back, it usually hits one of our players. But coming straight across, there's never anybody there.
Children was also saying Hitzelsberger came out went to the States, came out, and then he's obviously retired since then. But that's another thing he said. Another
thing. Pepe! Oh, fuck me, that was close. I like it.
Also, Michael in the chat is asking what happens if it ends 2-0. Is it extra time? No. Literally, if it's 2-0 to Olympiacos after 90 minutes, we go through the away goal because we've scored 3 goals.
Yeah, if we lose 3-1, then we go to extra time, right?
Yeah, 3-1's extra time. Yeah. Can't do all that. Don't.
If you score 2 goals, we should be fine. That's the trick. Yeah. Make it easy on ourselves.
Score
Score the 2 goals early.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Got a
We're
corner.
unlucky there, by the way.
Oh, come on, Pepe. Get on there.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, literally, that's what I'm saying. So unlucky there. Socrates actually blocked that going in.
Yes, he took a shot that, I liked it. It was going towards the goal. That was just like...
Yeah, if Socrates, looking at it now, if Socrates doesn't get that block in, that's probably, that could argue, you could say that's going in 1-0 Arsenal.
To be picky, he did have a Aubameyang, if he curls it around Mustafi, right? If he just curled it around him, I'm being picky, of course, but, if he's looking for the assist first, yeah.
Well, at least he had a shot, though. In the day, either one have had a shot, so...
Speaking of Socrates, and I've even heard this from the Olympiacos fans. They say since he's come in, he's brought back the front half. He's at the heart of their defense.
Pepe, honestly.
So,
honestly, 72 million quid for that.
You'll be alright. They're gonna score. What a save, Leno! What?
Thank you, God.
Thank you, Leno.
He was a god.
Oh,
that was a great save. How did he do that?
That would have been nervy.
Yeah. Especially when Chelsea put this in the chat as well, say no fight from Olympiacos.
Yeah, what a jinx. But Leno saving it with his knee, you guys will see it in a sec.
Bonnie, can he come and save us again, please?
Yeah.
Literally, the goalkeeper from the goal kick split the fucking play, man.
That was like watching Arsenal fucking under Wenger and Jan Emery, literally just parting on the Red Sea, basically.
Wow.
What was it? The League Cup final a couple of years ago against Man City. Goalkeeper, goal kick, boom, over the top. Aguero, goal.
Yeah. That was Wenger. That was Wenger.
That was Wenger. That's what I'm saying. Wenger, Cup final.
Because I was at the semi-final at the Emirates, but against Chelsea.
Gabriel.
I was there. I was in the North Bank.
Yeah, same. I can't remember what tier I was there. I don't know. I still got the goal celebration on my
Gabriel just decided to stand in front of the striker.
Absolutely not.
And nobody else moved with him, so... Yikes.
You know what? I've got the Europa League scores coming up here. I shall miss the Norwegian champions when they go because I've got Mouldy Granada written up on my screen. I shall miss them.
My bloody stream stopped just before I didn't get to see their chance. I didn't get to see what happened.
Well, they didn't miss much. They're so going to half time anyway. So
they're going to keep playing long ball. Well, that's what they're going to keep doing, man.
Oh, I'm getting the chance now.
It's bringing them back into the game.
Just saved it with his leg now.
Yeah.
We got to keep that El Arabi quiet. He's the only threat. And we knew that coming in because of the goal last week and, of course...
So then why does Gabriel stand in front of him?
I have no clue.
I don't understand that defensive move. Their best threat, I want to stand in front of him so I can't see where he is. And then the pass comes straight through and I'm going to, like a silly man, running after him.
I've got both games on here, and the other lot that we battered at the weekend are having a bit of a. They're having to defend for their lives at the moment.
Is that all free kick?
Is it actually been played in Zagreb though?
I'm not sure.
Is it a neutral?
I think it is.
Yeah. There's no games besides our game in England, so. They were definitely outside the country.
That's Croatia, right?
Yeah, Croatia,
Yeah.
Why would you...
They're battering the door down at the moment.
Oh, my God. What a dummy.
Come on, Zagreb.
Oh, come on, man. Communicate, lads. Communicate. Come on. You can't keep the ball away like that. That's poor.
Imagine Mourinho literally goes 2-0 up in the first leg, loses to us, and then bottles a 2-0 lead.
Yep.
Oh, I'd love it. Sound like Kevin Keegan now. The same.
I'd love it. I'd love it if we beat them.
Love it. Love it.
Love it. Love it if we beat them. I'm telling you. I love it.
And you can tell him from me.
Oh, well, don't worry.
That was one of the best meltdowns ever.
Get up. Yeah. Come on, he's there. Put it through. Surprise. Aubameyang. Oh. Fuck. Come on, bro.
Kevin Keegan. That was another bottle job as a manager, wasn't it, Kevin Keegan?
Yeah, 12 points clear, wasn't it, in 96?
We worked that so well.
No, could be the better team.
I can't believe that. That was it, man.
They were relevant.
They were the team that beat in that season. They were all over everyone.
Andy Cole
just fell apart. Andy Cole, yeah.
Les Ferdinand.
Awesome. Ginola.
David Ginola, yeah. But we went to that.
And they had Matey Boy. Who was the South American guy they had? Espria.
That's
Faustino Espria.
Oh, come on. All right, can I complain about that shot? Can I complain about that one?
You can complain about that's what you want.
I mean, come on, dude. That's your job. You one-on-one with the goalie, nobody else there.
I love the build-up. The build-up was fantastic.
Yep, and he had both sides of the goal to pick.
Get it. Put it through. Oh, fuck.
He just kicks it straight. It goes in, doesn't it?
Yep. This is why we need to send him.
He had all the corners.
That's what I just said.
Go on, Greeny.
He had both sides to pick from, and he didn't pick any of them.
Left or right? I won't bother.
Let me go over let me hit the stands. Let me hit the North Bank. Come on. Come on.
Easy.
Could the chap in Rosehead please throw the ball back?
Yeah. Someone go and get it. Take 5 minutes to go and get it.
Exactly.
Guys, you guys remember when you? Oh, fucking! I'm just gonna now. Jesus, bloody hell, Aubameyang! Why are you so shit? Why are you so shit?
Oh, get rid of that Bellerin.
Because he's on big money now, apparently.
Apparently, yeah, that's it.
Well, if you get big money, you turn to shit.
There's a light.
Absolutely do, yeah.
He just completely lost himself since he had that contract. Since he signed that contract.
Yeah, it's literally like watching the Mesut Ozil situation all over again.
Yeah,
Ozilitis. Yeah, that's what we call it.
We've just swapped Ozil for William.
But talking about kicking the ball away, lads. You remember when you were young, when we were young, playing football out in the park and that. And the worst thing ever was fucking, kicking the ball over the fence or whatever. You had to walk like a mile around the fence. Because you couldn't climb over the fence, it's too high or whatever. Oh, that was always a nightmare, that wasn't it? Oh, the ball's over again, you wanker,
you just get it over as well. It's like,
some strop the old man and stick a knife in it.
Yeah, that's it. Some strop the old man just take it and said, "Why are you kicking this ball in my garden?" I don't know, because we've got a football pitch here, innit, you old git.
Yeah. It's ruining my azaleas. So what? What have you done to my flowers? They're just flowers, mate.
They'll grow back.
It's like
time. Hold on.
It's like people who actually move under, just the end of the runway at Heathrow and wonder why there's so much noise.
We used to have a guy when we were playing football as kids. We used to have you always used to have the local nutter, didn't you? He used to walk past us all the time with a briefcase, and whenever it hit the mesh fencing when he was walking along, he'd turn around and start raging at you. So, of course, every time he'd walk home and we were playing, you deliberately kick it against the mesh fencing just to watch him go potter,
Set him off.
Yeah, that's on it. And then you'd stand there and go, whoa!
Yeah, Mark in the chat's also saying Arsenal give players big money contracts for what they have done, not for what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Because they panic. They go, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, but that happens. You know what happens with most contracts? I mean, everybody looks at the Messi contract now and says, it's bad business, right? Just because, everything's not going so well. He's not the player he was. I mean, so part of it, yes, part of it, no, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's natural decline with that.
Has he signed a new contract with Barcelona now? Is that what he's done?
Not yet, but he looks like
just previously.
He more likely will do because obviously he's got the president has taken over as the one he wanted. Or been re-elected.
Come on. Well done. Oh, that was poor. They should just.
Did you see the Tony Adams Dele Alli robbery thing, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Tony Adams and Dele Alli had their houses broken into, and they nicked all Tony Adams medals. And apparently, Dele Alli lost a toaster and a kettle.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So basically, they left that Audi Cup thinking that's not worth it.
Not worth it. No. What is this thing?
What is this? This plastic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh dear. Just obviously a couple of weeks. Obviously, we're going to mid-March now. Obviously, the cup final itself that they are in. That's what mid-April, isn't it? End of April when they play that because it's been rearranged because they wanted fans in, but that's not going to happen, is it?
I won't be too happy if they win it.
I was going to say, do you looking at how City have been playing since just before Christmas, or just after Christmas, sorry, does anyone honestly think by then that Man City are going to allow Tottenham to win the cup? Especially if they're still in Europe and still in the FA Cup, they could go for quadruple it themselves. They could go for.
That's what he wants, though. That's what Pep wants.
Exactly.
But my thing is, God, I'll say it after saying, man.
No, the thing is, this is Man City's competition as well. This is like the bread and butter. Under Pep, this is it. They've won it every year he's been there, apart from the first season, obviously. And it's like no one can take it off him, no matter who's in that fucking final, no matter who goes to penalties, no matter what. And also Mourinho, he parks the bus against it. And we saw him the other week against City, at the Etihad. He doesn't go for him. He didn't go for it against us. And we're 10th for crying out loud.
Well, he's going to have to do something different in the final because Man City aren't going to sit back.
Oh, Man City,
but you know what? Also,
he does that. He'll get crucified.
Look at City's current record against Tottenham. It's not very good when you think about it. We know Jose in finals as well.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time Jose lost a final?
I mean, you've said that before. Yeah. That's the one thing that sort of goes in his favour at the moment. But yeah, this is the players though. It's a player thing as well.
Yeah.
Have they got that mentality of
the thing
we've
is
been hurt before?
They're gonna want it.
The thing is, City, their team is miles ahead of Spurs. So Spurs are gonna have to pull out. Spurs are gonna have to put out something special to win that game, really, because City's players are just above and beyond. They really are.
But they could cheat.
You have to go to their bench, right? You go to their bench, and it's not like they take a drastic drop, right?
No,
they've got decent side.
They beat. Who was it? They played their last game. I can't remember now. They played their last game.
Mönchengladbach.
No, I mean in the league, not Fulham. Yeah, they beat Fulham with Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne on the bench. Both of them on the bench. And Mahrez, Gundogan, and De Bruyne on the bench, and they still outplayed Fulham by miles.
Yeah, Chidder's just saying if Spurs win it, they qualify for the UEFA Conference League. Who wants that?
Oh, that is that new thing they're thinking of doing with the Champions League, and way.
Just leave it how it is. I'm sick and tired of.
Well, it's ridiculous though, because basically what they've said is the teams that finish fourth in the Champions League group stage then drop down into that conference thing, and the teams that finish third in the Europa League also drop down. It's ridiculous.
Just leave it. Do you know? It's just more money.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Especially with this COVID thing as well. They're kind of just thinking,
fucking end up playing go to fucking grasshoppers or whatever in fucking Switzerland and stuff like that.
All it does is just waters down the domestic leagues.
It waters down the Europa League and the Champions League even more.
Yeah.
You know?
It does. I've already got a problem with it not being
We'll be playing Cheddars. Cheddars, you'll be the striker for Apoel Nicosia in fucking Cyprus.
Yeah.
We'll be playing Cheddars, you'll be up front for him.
Right, I'm telling you. It's
talking of crap teams. Moldy have just scored.
Molde have they? All game on there then. That's 2-1 on aggregate.
2-1, yeah.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna write off Tottenham in that league.
Well, it's cold. It's cold up in Malta today, guys.
But I'm not.
Oh yeah, it's at home as well, isn't it? Yeah, Mulder. No,
It's cold up in
weird
North Norway, guys.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say now.
Those Spanish lads are not going to like the cold.
No.
Go on. Ah, Socrates got you, man. Chuck.
Back in a minute, chaps. I need to order some dinner.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Oh, dear. No, Steve in the chat saying that even if he has an Aldi cup, he drinks coffee out of it in his car. So,
Yeah. Or an Audi mug, just a mug with the Audi symbol on it. got it from the dealership.
For free.
Hey, what's that, man? You got to give him a yellow card for that. Surely.
Bloody hell.
He blatantly kicked out on Smith Rowe. And now he's limping. Fuck's sake.
Good.
No card then, ref. Absolute twat. That's a yellow card, man.
Big up CJHM on Periscope, by the way. I'm saying that now before I hiccup again.
Come on, you Gunners. Yep.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Wow. So he just fell down for no reason?
Basically, that's what I'm saying. We got a free kick, but I'm not happy with that. He should have got a fucking yellow card.
I mean, the only way he fell down is because his leg was up in the air. What is the side judge looking at?
Oh my hell. No idea. But there's VAR in this competition now as well, so there's no excuse.
I mean, the side judge, isn't he looking at this? What is he looking at? Isn't he up there?
The birds flying past the stadium.
So why did you... What a waste. What a waste. Bellerin's going to get caught... Oh, didn't.
Fucking Aubameyang.
Kind of did. Oh, no, Bellerin, keep going. Keep going. Unlucky.
You're right, guys.
Put yourself in a...
Andrew. All right, mate.
Hello, Andrew.
You know what, Andrew? Yeah, I've suddenly got hiccups, so get bear with me.
Is there really no reason why is Pepe not allowed to take free kicks?
What? I'm on 35
Not David Luiz in the
minutes.
team, no.
It's not even day.
I'm on 35, 22, 23.
Oh, I'm on 35, 39, 40.
Oh, bloody hell.
36 minutes.
Who's been watching Champions League this week, by the way? And obviously, the drama that unfolded last night of bloody Chelsea knocking out one of the favourites in Atletico Madrid.
I knew that was going to happen, though. I mean, Atletico, just awful. And the way Chelsea have been playing, they've been playing very well, the two Chelsea. So, I mean, to be honest with you, it was going to happen, man. Atletico just awful. But that was the only game I really watched this week, to be honest.
Yeah.
Champions League was. Chelsea, that was it. I didn't watch Liverpool, I didn't watch City. Because you know what's going to happen with those two anyways.
Yeah, they were already through anyway. So
yeah. Excuse me.
I mean, the big upset, obviously, out of the entire round was Porto getting through against Juventus, in the sense of Juventus, because they had Ronaldo and all that, they were expected to put Porto to the sword, weren't they?
Better than that.
I'm going to drop out and come back in because I can hear a really bad echo.
I know, it's probably
Good.
No, but you know what? Yeah, with Juventus, I keep saying this time and time again. Just because you even said it, just because you've got Ronaldo, that don't mean you're going to go through. I mean, like, you have to look at the rest of the squad. The rest of Juventus' squad has been aging, been dying out.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And they've got a lot of players that need to shift on. And Ronaldo might be one of them, you know? So...
well, the Jimmy's going back to Madrid, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone's going to Madrid, apparently. Everyone. Haaland, fucking everyone.
Mbappe.
Well, that's who they want, isn't it? So, I mean, I hear that, but they need to sell some players.
Jadon Sancho.
That's why they might give us Odegaard, potentially. We'll see.
I reckon we'll loan him another season. That's what I reckon.
With the option or
hopefully
obligation
with an option to buy them.
Yeah, or an obligation of a set price.
Because there's a gentleman's agreement, but there's nothing in writing.
Yeah.
That's why it ain't in the contract. But gentleman's agreement, I've heard that before. I've done that in real life, and that don't always work. So, yeah. I don't know. I'd sign him. I don't know about you guys, but I would.
Yeah, tell you, what was it? The Portuguese FA, what was it? We almost had, Philippe Scolari coming for the England job and spend that left, but fucking, no, gentleman's agreement, he'll never come to England. Like, for fuck's sake. At that moment in time, Philippe Scolari was the most sought after foreign manager outside the Premier League for the international side of things, and I think he would have done wonders at the international level of England. Fuck's sake.
Potentially.
I mean, also as well, obviously the draws tomorrow for the Europa League. I've been saying all week, or basically since the draw was made, because obviously I was surprised that no English team or the British teams weren't matched up against each other basically for this round. So my mindset is if obviously we don't bottle this and Tottenham don't bottle their one, and Rangers and Man United pull through their ties, you're gonna have bloody at least one, either an all English tie or Rangers versus one of us three, because UEFA will not take the risk of keeping all of us apart from each other for the risk an all British affair for a semi-final, the possible another all English final. They don't want to try and get us knocked out by what it means necessary.
We've got
one will get Rangers, one will get AC Milan.
Potentially, exactly, because United, there's no guarantee they're going to go through, but there's no guarantee AC Milan go through. They got 1-1, but
it's 1-1 in Zlatan. I think he's
got that away goal, isn't it?
Yeah, is Zlatan available for tonight? Is he injured or? If he's not injured,
he's available. I
reckon he'll be the one that knocks him out. Imagine that.
Oh,
just for the story itself.
Yeah.
Who?
Zlatan. For AC.
He's the sort of 40-year-old he'd do it just to produce one bit of magic, wouldn't he?
Yeah, then limp off.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. And then tell everybody that he's the greatest player in the world still.
I mean, listen, I've always liked his his self-belief. But sometimes he's an absolute tool. So you know.
I mean, no, I don't think anybody can ever forget.
Go on, Pepe. Oh,
that goal for Sweden was awesome, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that goal for Sweden. Wow.
What? Oh, get out of here, man. That's ridiculous. But let me see that again.
For days.
Deary me.
He dived. That's a blatant dive. Oh, shut up. Whatever. Whatever. Cheating.
He's on. Andrew, you're on the screen.
Oh, I'm back.
Hello, Andy.
You've been on the screen.
I was sitting there backstage for about half an hour.
You know what? It's funny because I heard a little bit of feedback from your line. You must have didn't realize you were on.
No.
Oh, perfect. Come on, Pepe. No. Oh, what's sake? That touch.
Anyway, like I said, when I first joined, I hadn't watched any of the match up until that point. So
he doesn't even touch him. How does that work? Pepe doesn't even touch him. How does that, nowhere even close to his face?
You haven't missed a lot, to be honest, Andy.
No.
Apart from me hiccuping for the last 10 minutes.
It seems to be working hard.
What's that?
You're going to nitpick in a second. Watch half of that.
Pepe's wide open down the middle of the field. And this should be an easy put it. Oh, come on. Oh my.
You see what I mean?
Oh my God.
See what I mean?
How does the ball trip you up? I mean, isn't that the ball's your friend?
That's Pepe.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Cheddar's in the chat saying hashtag Mbappe 2020. I'm sure he's desperate to play in the Europa League with Liverpool next season. That's if you get Europa League. You might get conference if you stay 7th.
Liverpool cannot afford him. Liverpool ain't. Yo, listen, they can't afford that, man. If they sell Mane or Salah or even both, then yeah. Because I can't imagine PSG letting them go like that for nothing. I'm sorry.
To be fair, I do think one of the forward Liverpool 3 will be gone this summer. I don't know who.
They should have got rid of Firmino from last season, right?
Oh yeah, they should have done.
But shit.
Good friend of mine who's never he's very, very seldom wrong. He called Shevchenko to Chelsea miles before anybody else did. And he called Pepe coming to us. He said he's absolutely adamant that Haaland is going to Liverpool. Absolutely adamant.
Imagine
yeah.
Fucking hell, if that's the case, he'll a bit weird considering his Manchester connections with his dad and all that. But fucking hell, imagine.
I would have thought City, but there we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With his dad's connections, you would have thought that. Yeah.
His dad's apparently telling him to go to City, right?
That challenge on Pepe then by a bloke that seemingly looked like he's from a Colombian drug cartel.
Honestly.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, exactly. You look just like that.
Oh, fucking hell.
Coming on for Olympiacos, Tony Montana.
Yeah. Playing right wing.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I might actually watch that. I got it on Blu-ray, so I might watch it later on.
Better than watching this, I'll tell you that.
I've seen that for so many times, man. It's bad. The scene that gets me is you see the taxi scene when he's in the car. He's got to blow it up with the kids. That scene always gets me, man. Always. And I'm thinking, just imagine if you did it. Maybe what? Oh, that was a crap. Well done, Pepe.
I've got to say,
Leno got away with one again there. He's
he did.
His decision making is horrific. Honestly, he nearly put El Neni right in trouble then.
That's Leno.
I don't know.
Oh,
Leno.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He doesn't get no blame.
Honestly, it really worries me.
And this is a question: why isn't Matty Ryan at least because a 3-1 up? What is Matt Ryan showing in the training that he can't actually help? See us through this tie?
But that's the thing. I had this debate on my preview. I said I don't know if we should play Matty Ryan, but at the same time, will it hinder us or will it not? I mean, he is a good keeper, but at the same time, it's like we kind of need all our first team players to fucking. You know what I'm saying?
The one good thing about Ryan though is that being an Arsenal fan, he's always going to give that extra 10%. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I like that.
It means so much to him.
I want this 45 minutes back. Who do I sue?
Yeah.
God.
Well, it's gone, thank God. In the next 30 seconds.
I'm gonna send a requirement for compensation to fucking Arsenal Football Club.
Like they're gonna fucking bother. They can't even fucking spend their money correctly in the summer.
No.
Why the fuck would they do that?
This is the club that's in the news on RTV News today.
Oh yeah,
basically refusing to basically pay. What was it? Pay the residents of the flats that they built it's on the fucking Emirates land, by the way, on their own land. The builders have failed the cladding inspections. So there's got to be work done. There's got to be work done to them.
But I ain't being funny, but we don't want any more of that cladding nonsense.
Arsenal said basically what Arsenal have done. They've told, even though it's on their land, they've told the people that live in these flats, you've got to cover it. We're not doing it. We're not helping you at all.
Whoa.
That's just not on. That's just not on.
It's on their land. If it's
I don't
it's on their land, if it's on their land, I'm saying if it's on their land and it's part of their thing, obviously they've paid for it to be built in the first place. Surely they've got some sort of responsibility themselves to rectify that mistake.
I mean, it's not the buyer who's chosen the cladding, is it?
The wrong things on there. The builders are going to put it right, surely.
As I was saying, it's not the buyer who's chosen the cladding.
But I'm saying,
the builder.
But what I'm saying is
another Grenfell thing, though. That's the problem.
No, absolutely.
But what I'm saying is,
that's exactly
surely
why
the clubs.
Surely it should be the people that designed it, the architects and the builders, that put the wrong stuff up.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is why
what's it got to do?
Because it's on their land. But basically, what I'm saying is, they could go after because they know they've got the paperwork and all the information to go after the people that built the place, built the flats in the first place.
Yeah,
they're not willing to even do that. Apparently, it's been put all on the people that actually live on. That's what the people are saying, that's what the residents are saying anyway.
They've got to go after them, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Of course.
They will. I don't believe all that. I don't believe everything that's in the news is not always true, is it?
Oh no! But
not.
I'm just saying what's been put. I've seen that literally today, that the residents are basically saying that Arsenal ain't willing to help them in any which way whatsoever. You
honestly believe that? I mean, seriously, with Grenfell in the background. I mean, I don't believe that for a second. I mean, Arsenal always get bad.
There's a part of it
with the media.
There's a part of me that hopes that isn't true, but also there's another part where Stan Kroenke's involved. Anything's fucking possible.
No, I strongly doubt it.
You've got a point.
I mean, Arsenal have paid. As far as they're concerned, they've obviously paid for these professional people, like I said, the architects and the builders, to actually build this, development in good faith, giving them all the money, give them paid. Well, I mean, surely it's the developers and the designers who have put the wrong things up that are responsible.
Yeah, and I'm not disputing that at all. I'm saying I'm 100% behind you, but they should be. That's what I'm saying. The club themselves should be going back after them then and going, hang on, in good faith, as you said, in good faith, we've employed you to do a job. You've done something illegal, basically, in a sense of putting this illegal cladding up inside and outside. It's failed to a point where it's fading fire safety checks and this, that, and the other. You need to come and rectify it, or take it to court.
Yeah, I mean that's Tim Lewis, guys. He's one of the top London lawyers, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of who's the thing of who's responsible and everything else, if it has got cladding on that would fail the safety inspection, but you'll just rip it down, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to see another Grenfell. I mean, that was
no.
I drove past that a few times and I was like, my God, how bad must that have been?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that must be like.
Yeah, exactly. And on the other side of things, just makes me sad thinking that Highbury's there, and in its flats now as well. That makes me sad too. I mean, thought of it.
Yeah.
I can't bear that thought. It's just so close by. I mean, part of me also wonders why stadiums nowadays always have to look the same, virtually.
Yep.
And I'll think back sometimes and think, what would have been the problem in the new stadium being where it is, but being an exact replica, but just bigger, of Highbury?
Yep.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, actually, be really nice. Oh. Why couldn't it be that? I mean, why does it have to be? This be exactly the same bog standard design as all the other stadiums around the world.
Yeah, I agree. I love stadiums that have character. The
main reason is you're going to lose money. That's why you're going to lose money. They can't afford to lose. They can't afford to lose. Yeah, no, but they can't afford to lose the money it takes to knock down. For example, say they're building up some new seats in one of the ends, right? That's lost revenue, and they'd rather just build it on some other land on the side. Meanwhile, still reaping in the revenue. So they never want.
That's what I meant.
when I was in the university I went to school at, we didn't have seats in one of the end zones. So when they rebuilt, that's where they started, right? They took that area of the field, they started building up from there, and then they kind of built around it. But they had revenue, seat revenue coming in for that side of the field while they updated the rest of the stadium. But it's hard. Nobody wants to do that. It's easier just to build a new one on the side and not lose the revenue.
Highbury was rebuilt.
That's exactly what I said. That's what I said. There's a new Highbury on the side of the Emirates.
Instead of building the Emirates,
why couldn't it be designed as the Highbury? Highbury, but bigger, with a bigger capacity. That's what I said.
Yeah. But you got to take away the seats to do that. How do you make it bigger? You got to knock out a part. You got to knock out a part of the building.
No, what you're saying is basically what you're saying, where the Emirates is on that plot of land we've got. Why have we gone for this design? Why could we could have done an extended version of the Highbury, but on that plot of land instead of obviously.
Lovely, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you've only got to look at West Ham's ground, and you look where they are now. The atmosphere there is terrible. You need binoculars to see the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucked that up completely.
Yeah, it's all about where the money went, right?
Yeah,
they don't really care about what it looks like. So
yeah.
Remember the West Ham fans saying that when they were allowed to take over that stadium, that Olympic stadium, there was supposedly the idea from the owners where they were going to extend the stands at the front to be closer to the pitch. There's going to be more seating. You're going to be closer to the pitch. But they didn't do that. Obviously, they just they balked on that.
Well, first 3 weeks you had to take your own chair.
Yeah. So, that stadium is it's not quite.
The idea was put as you said, retractable seating in and around where the track would be, so where it wouldn't damage the track, but you could still have your seats there, take it, and obviously close season, remove them, so you could have the athletics still going around this, that, and the other. But as you said, they never followed through with it. It's sort of left a sour taste in the West Ham fans' mouth, because they're like, well, hang on, we sold a dream.
Any pitch that has a running track, inside its playing area, it's not a good thing.
Well, what they've put there now, literally is that sort of carpet, isn't it? Basically, like claret-coloured carpet with the West Ham logo all over the place. It's just like, but even the bench. I mean, you look at where the bench is compared to and how far away it is. You've got to get up and literally walk half a mile to get to the edge of the pitch.
Yeah.
No, it's just Maybe
they didn't get some claret and blue taxis. Maybe they can get some claret and blue taxis to take you out to the middle.
Oh dear, that was bizarre.
Now, looking at the highlights now, and Tobias is so much more effective when he's further forward. He's a different player altogether.
Well, the thing is, we knew that obviously when he plays in that forward role that he's playing tonight, we see that side of it. But obviously, some people don't notice that. So. Yeah, Mark in the chat, big up Mark, by the way, saying you have to go through the bloody shopping centre in that West Ham through Stratford to get to the stadium. There's no way around it.
It's like that's like the duty free when you have to go through customs, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
oh god. Every airport you have to walk miles for duty free. It's fucking horrible. Stansted. Stansted's the worst for that. Stansted's a fucking nightmare.
Well, it is in Essex.
That podcast Giant that's on Spotify. Have anyone ever heard Giant? That really good podcast with football sort of stories from football. And there was one not long ago, and I can't remember what club it was, but there was either a lower league or non-league club whereby you have to go. Like in some terraced houses, you've got the walkway so people can bring their bins in and out, stuff like that. There's a ground. You get to walk through one of those walkways, through someone's garden, and then all of a sudden you see turnstile.
Jesus
You have to pay to get in.
Oh my days.
It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It's like, imagine that. Sounds brilliant.
Imagine going through someone's garden.
And standing
we're in our garden again.
When you get in through the turnstiles, you can see people in their kitchens, from that row of houses, doing the washing up and stuff.
Yeah. Gerald, them supporters are in our garden again.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Now, Cheddar's in the chat's also saying he used to go to West Ham every week and he misses it. I was the Bowling Ground. He's on about but I've been up. Yeah, since I've obviously moved, I was about, I think now, not this Christmas, just gone to Christmas before COVID come over and fucked us all over in 2019, basically.
Yeah. They're not a London club anymore, are they?
About December time, November time, I was over that way, visiting family, and literally, it's soulless now. Like the work they're doing on it, they've torn down the Twin Towers as well there. They're just building flat. They're doing what the owners of West Ham are doing exactly what the board did at Arsenal, has turned the place into flats. But the only thing is, for Arsenal, we had listed buildings, so they couldn't tear it down completely. They had to use the interior of Highbury to build these flats, whereas West Ham's not listed, so. The only way the only way
talking about it all.
Yeah, the only way that West Ham used to play there is literally the statue that the Holy Trinity of Bobby Moore, Jeff Hurst, and what's his name? Can't remember his name now. Martin Peters. That's it. But if that statue wasn't there, you wouldn't know West Ham. That's a West Ham area.
I want to know about the mysterious fire that allowed Tottenham to build their ground.
Yeah, mysterious.
Very strange that.
There should be another mysterious fire to burn down the whole toilet bowl. Just the Armitage Shanks Arena.
Yeah, just like the mysterious food poisoning on that fateful evening.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah. Told him something about me in that kitchen. Oh dear. Yeah.
That was odd.
What are the odds? Literally the weekend, obviously last week it was the season. Obviously, was it Tottenham West Ham at Bowling Ground or Upton Park?
Yeah.
And pretty much every first team player gets food poisoning. And it's basically playing a match touched in cloth. It actually came back and it benefited us. We got some luck that year. That's I mean, the luck ran out a week later, but still.
I think it's more likely
you can play the football. Play the football match with the turtle's head sticking out.
Oh dear.
Probably more likely their dealer didn't turn up that week.
What I found even. But the thing is, back then, what was I trying to think now? I was just turning 17, 16, turning 17 that week. And what I found absolutely bizarre was that Tottenham had the front to go, can we rearrange it for during the week? But it was last game of the season. Well, it's actual tradition that that can't be the case. And there's obviously, like we saw, was a couple of years back when Man United had to postpone their game last game of the season because of a bomb scare. Apart from that, you have to play your game. And the thing is, because of the end, like the youth squads and all that, worst case scenario, you have to dip into that squad as well. Even that was all back then. But but it's unfair because we've done all this work to get to this point. Well, tough shit. If it had been that way around, and we were being full going into the last game, would it be okay?
I seem to remember, Gordon, because I'm young enough to remember this, but the very first World Cup, I was very, very lucky that my mother at the time was dating a FIFA official, and I was able to go to the World Cup in 1970. And when we played West Germany, Bonetti had to go in goal because Banks come down with food poisoning. I don't remember FIFA saying it's okay, you can play it in another couple of days when he's feeling well.
Oh dear.
Did he call food poisoning?
Oh dear.
Where was the 70 World Cup held?
Mexico.
Mexico,
Oh,
yeah.
No wonder you got food poisoning there then, bloody hell. Those dodgy tacos with fucking dog food in them.
That and Bobby Moore getting all the jewellery out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fast forward a few years as well. You got bloody, what was it? When Spain hosted the World Cup when Lineker dragged himself across the
82,
pitch?
wasn't it?
82, that's it, 82. And Lineker dragged himself across the pitch, so we say, whilst getting torn apart by Maradona.
86, was it?
86,
Lineker
86,
wasn't
yeah.
in the 82.
86, yeah.
86,
86
sorry,
was
yeah.
in Mexico. 86 was Mexico.
Yeah,
That explains it then.
yeah. My first World Cup, really, that I properly remember, and I love it, 86. I think it's always your first World Cup that you've watched.
Yeah, mine was...
remains your favourite ever.
Mine was 94 in America.
Yeah, mine was 70. Without going into too much detail, my mother was dating a Frenchman who was married, but he also happened to be the FIFA delegate. And basically, every brilliant football match that happened in 1970, I got to see, which was just amazing for an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Especially watching Beckenbauer and you know, Pele and Giles, you know. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we are back underway, by the way. Second half, I'm about 50 seconds in my end. But the first World Cup for me that I remember was, that I took really more interest in, was 98.
Yeah.
I mean, the first World Cup, I was old enough to have experienced on television the 1990 World Cup in Italy, but we lived in America at the time, and they didn't show much of it over there at all. You know, you had to go
Really?
You had to go to special bars and stuff like that to go and see it. You know, because they didn't really show it on
you and your special bars.
Well,
Wink,
Andrew,
wink.
I was only 10 at the time, so you know, you have to be very special.
I've got to go to these special bars. It's the only place I can watch football.
Yeah. Ones with 10-year-olds are in there.
Yeah, can't be that one, man. It got to be that one.
Topless waitresses were okay. Topless waitresses were okay, but the beer was.
I remember watching 82.
Behave, defend.
But I was still a bit too young to properly have the attention span to watch it all at that point.
Now the first World Cup I really saw the whole of and really sort of got into was the 94, the American one. It was a bit strange, you know, all those big American stadiums and all that, but it was there were some good games.
What was it? Was it the opening ceremony or the closing ceremony? I think it was the opening one. What was it?
No. Well done.
Oh, what's her name? Was it Whitney?
Donna Summer. Well, not Donna Summer. What was it about?
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross. That's it.
Diana Ross. Yeah.
With a penalty.
Yeah, the penalty.
Yeah.
Worst penalty of all time.
The whole point of it was she was meant to kick it, and it was meant to be controlled in a way that it would go in the goal. But she kicked it. Even though it was under control, it went over. And the goal just went. Yeah.
I was 2 years old when that happened, and not even old enough to see that shit.
And John Aldridge going absolutely mental on the touchline with Jack Charlton.
Oh my God! Come on, man.
The Olympiacos have come out.
Hawking could have taken a better penalty than Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Some of my fond memories of the '94 World Cup was that bloody crazy Mexican goalkeeper Jorge Campos and those crazy kicks he wore.
Yeah. I remember you telling me about that and showing me. Yeah.
Tiny little fella he was, but he was quite a decent goalkeeper. You know, really good on the line.
Big enough goal top, anyway.
Yeah, and they had those crazy kicks. And I remember, of course, the Brazilian, Bebeto and what's his face? Bebeto and
Romario.
Romario, that's it. Romario and Bebeto up front. Yeah, Romario and Bebeto up front for Brazil and Dunga in midfield. What a team that was. They were good. But I remember I was really impressed by that was the World Cup that launched Stoichkov and Hadji.
Yeah.
Stoichkov and Hadji from Bulgaria and Romania.
Hadji was a
And I remember Hadji as well for Romania was amazing. He went to Barcelona after that.
He scored that goal, didn't he? Where he curled it in the top corner from out on the on the right, on the left wing from about 35 yards.
Yeah.
That team is the worst Brazil team of all time by Brazilians. That one.
Yeah, but they were good to watch. Dunga in midfield, but Bebeto and Romario up front were good to watch.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing, but Brazilians themselves, they see it as a dreadful time.
Brazilians themselves, they at that point they were spoiled for the generations of talent they had come through. I mean, that one World Cup,
Brazil '82. Oh, what a team that was!
Yeah, argue the best Brazil side that ever assembled, and they didn't win the World Cup.
Yes.
I think
I don't know. Maybe the '82.
No, but
maybe
I'm saying
the '82 side.
What I'm saying is in their
opinion,
opinion,
is the best I've seen.
Yeah. What I'm saying is
it didn't win the World Cup.
Yeah, didn't. Yeah.
We're all over the place, man.
Paolo Rossi knocked them out, didn't he?
I watched the highlights.
And they scored.
One of my sons a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
And who do you think scored it?
Socrates.
No.
The way you said it, it's set up for it. So.
There's no one there.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Oh,
why?
They should have a couple of goals. They could have had a couple of goals already in this game. You know, they really scored a little while ago.
We've scored now anyway.
I don't want them getting another
What do you think I said? What do you think I said? We should have gone full strength yesterday in your show.
Yeah.
Just can't trust us.
My show, isn't it?
2 more goals.
I mean, are we going to defend him? I mean, I understand. Like, we just let him just walk in there. Nobody closes him down. What is up with that? All the space you need.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you got to close him down at some point.
And the thing is, the goal's been coming in the first few minutes of the second half. They'll come out with about a team possessed.
We look like we're not trying to score. We're just like let's hold on to this lead, and it's like we can't do that.
I don't know why Gabriel did what he did, though. You'll see in a minute.
Well, I hate it. I hate this defending nowadays, where you have to put your hands behind your back and all that.
I don't like that.
That's my head in. It's just
a bias.
But you just open yourself up when you do that every time. They just
Odegaard and Partey are coming on. Reaction.
Seriously?
You should have gone full
Both
strength
at
at
the
the
same
start
time?
and then get it won. And then take people off afterwards. It's just honestly.
I think he had West Ham.
Arteta has last season. Yeah, where the fuck is Bellerin? You're right, Mark.
Yeah.
I don't know where he was for that goal. I don't know where the fuck he was because El Arabi had that side you know.
Yeah, he does what he always does. Come on, guys, you know where he is.
Yeah, I know. Too busy being up the pitch.
Bellerin's up the field, isn't he? I can see it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jogging
back.
But you know what? Even if he wasn't there, that wasn't. I mean, at least one of the defenders got to step to the guy. I mean, no. I mean, you just gave him all the space he needed. I mean, we don't get that. That's Aubameyang. They close him down, and then he loses the ball.
But my point is, if Bellerin was there, it would have made it even more of a challenge for him to be there. But it's Bellerin, innit? What do you expect?
Louise, come on, Louise.
Following orders.
Gabriel, Louise could have done better. Right, Gabriel didn't need to do all that shit. I'm sorry.
You got two defenders there just watching him. Nobody steps up.
Louise is on him. Louise has got to get to him.
Yeah,
but Gabriel didn't make it easier either.
Like following orders.
You can't fucking blame Gabriel for that. Fucking hell.
Oh, so you're telling me knees behind the back and all doing that? Come on, bro.
What the fuck's he supposed to do? It's Louise who's on him.
Come forward as well.
Well, but you know what? One of them needed to come forward, right? One of them.
That's
both of them.
Louise.
Yeah.
Well, at least one of them needs to come forward. The other one needs to protect, right?
Yeah, but
you can't both come forward. You can't both come forward. You can't both come forward. You can't do that because you have to have one to protect.
All over us now.
Yeah, but not having hands behind the back. That shit's always fucking up.
Absolutely new.
Right. I don't like that.
Well, but if he blocks the ball with his hand, it's a penalty.
Boy, come on, wake
what
up.
I'm saying his hands behind the back. I don't like that, man. I know what you're saying, but
Literally going to be hanging on with the skin of our teeth now. And
Yeah.
right,
Well,
I don't know whether I can watch the rest. I'm absolutely fuming.
Adam's in the chat, by the way, saying, typical us, we play good in the first leg and we play crap in the second leg. We're so out of this competition.
What's this to say? We can't.
You know what? We don't have
trust these players.
Yeah, we don't have that many levels that we can play at. So we can't like play an attacking style and then say, you know what? Let's tone it down a little bit. We just don't have that.
Jack just gave it away.
Most of these players played against Leicester and beat them. They're like, oh yeah, here we are, they're fucking brilliant. I said, listen, these players don't have any consistency. I said it then, and this is exactly it again.
Yeah, of course, that's what it's always been. That's always been the problem. We know they could turn up, but it's not on a regular occasion. You're right. 100% agree. We're saying it all season. They're not consistent enough until they build some.
You can't get back Bellerin. If you can't get back Bellerin, don't go forward. You bloody idiot.
No, just don't play.
I don't blame Bellerin. I don't blame him. He's doing what he's told, and it's not right because if he goes forward, someone like El Neni should drop back and cover his position.
Yeah, they've got to. El
Neni's coming off. El Neni's coming off.
It's poor management on the pitch as well because
you have to cover that
up there just for the hell of it, is he? He's not just
as I always say, either you're teaching it or you're letting it happen, right? So either they're taught to protect the goal when somebody goes up like that, or he's letting them not, just do whatever they want. So, yeah.
Of course, drop back and cover him.
Yeah.
You cannot leave that much space in behind. Someone has to drop in.
They're just poor. They're poor. They all fucked up. Let's just throw them all in a bin. It's as simple as that. That right side has been a hindrance. It's as simple as that.
What annoys me now as well, right? Why would you take off Ceballos instead of Xhaka? I mean, I would have kept on Ceballos and take Xhaka off. Xhaka just gave the ball away as well.
No.
I mean,
we know that. We know that.
He's playing well for what I think.
Xhaka's got Arteta.
It's the same thing all the time. Honestly. We know.
He's going to make something happen, Ceballos.
Didn't Ceballos give the ball away for their goal, though?
He did. Twice. Oh, yeah, that was the other game.
But there's even though Ceballos has given away the ball.
More effective
than
everybody
knows keeping the ball.
Yeah,
Come on, Pepe. Fuck's sake.
Even though Ceballos has given away the ball, there's plenty has to happen before that becomes a goal.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Of course.
Where's the reaction when you lose the ball?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Frankie's in the chat, by the way, saying Arsenal players are tired of outplaying Spurs over the weekend.
Yeah, but these aren't all the same players that played.
I was about to say that myself.
I'm not hearing that.
And I'm not having that. I'm not having that, guys. And I'll tell you why. And I know this may sound different, right? But as a referee, you have to run around and you have to be 10 yards away from the ball at all times, not in a position like a player does. And if at 59 I can do 3 games a week, they can bloody well do it at their age. I'm telling you.
It's hard to do it when you have all that cash in your pocket, man.
I
mean, how in the world are you supposed to get up and down the field with all that money? I mean, come on.
All that chain clanking in your pockets.
Yeah, it slows you down, man. It slows you down. It's like a drag.
Got to stop and pick up all those, £50 notes, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I'm not being funny, fellas. If I can sprint up and down 3 games a week, they can.
That's a foul, ref. Thank you. Fucking hell, man.
Oh, Bellerin, what the... Is that Bellerin or Tierney? No, it's Tierney, sorry.
No, it's Tierney.
Yeah, that's it.
What a chance. Oh.
Where you got... No, give it to Tierney. Don't go back. Fuck's sake.
Let me guess. Passing back, sidewards.
Pretty much.
Oh, great.
That's what we do when we're under pressure. Oh, no, when we put ourselves under pressure.
Yeah, why can't I do things...
Come on.
I know we joke about it sometimes, like we don't do things the easy way, but for once, come on.
Aubameyang, blow in.
You don't understand why I said we can't go under strength in any of the games for the rest of the
why were you in
season.
the way? Fucking hell, that could have been a goal, man. Oh.
Aren't you supposed to get out of your man's shot when he's shooting? I can't see it yet, so I'm just guessing.
We'll find out in a minute, won't we?
It hit Aubameyang.
Aubameyang still got
It's a good shot. It hit
Smith Rowe in the head.
Oh, it's Smith Rowe. I didn't know. Someone on the floor anyway. Yeah. Oh my God, that was unlucky. He hit that well.
Yeah, he did.
God.
I bet that was going to go in personally.
Sorry, boys, dinner.
That's really unlucky.
Yeah.
You know, that's the second time Mills for Fro's been hit close to the head.
A header.
Possibly.
Possibly if it got in, yeah.
That was unlucky. That was actually.
Yeah.
I think it would have been interesting to see who celebrated, Andrew, that had got in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for real.
I had this shot, but it's come off you.
Oh, fuck's sake.
What?
Oh, so you just leave it? I better you need to come off, man. I'm sorry. You need to come off.
It's a good thing we've got 5 subs in this competition, eh? So you can
Chambers or Cedric. I haven't even seen the bench, but either Cedric or Chambers.
Yeah, Cedric's on the bench. Chambers is on the bench. Matty Ryan, the youth goalkeeper Arthur, is on the bench as well.
All right, people. I'm gonna have to go. So hopefully we get the 2 goals that I missed. You guys get to see it.
Hopefully, yeah. Touch wood.
I'll
see you on Sunday, Gary.
Yep.
Take care, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Take care.
All right, everybody in the chat.
Oh, Andrew's disappeared, by the way, as well. Also got a black swirl, black screen with a swirl going on my screen, yeah.
No, they're making 2 subs. Bruma, fuck's sake. This is going to be a problem. Right. This is what I mean. This is why I'm saying better needs to come up. He's going to roast him. Fuck's sake. They play. You can see their game plan here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Our line's too high as well. This is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Our line is too high. And we're playing so dodgy again. Leno, fuck's sake. Who are you shouting at, Leno? Fucking hell.
Looking for Mustafi.
It's 1-0 to thingy. Whoever Tottenham's playing. Dynamo
Zagreb. Come on, Zagreb.
Free kick. Fuck's sake.
That's cheered me up, Tom.
I love it if the ship got knocked out tonight. Bloody hell.
That's what I was saying. Imagine
we
you win 2-0. Oh, here we go. Great. Fantastic. Great.
Thomas Partey.
Yeah, what was it? Within a space of a week, they go from winning 2-0, have a 2-0 winning lead, come to us, get just battered basically most of the game and lose, and then throw away a 2-0 lead in the second leg and get knocked out. Imagine that. Especially if all them Tottenham fans going around going, "We're in the cup final and we could win the Europa League. We've got a winner as our manager."
Technically on paper, it's true.
It's true.
When it comes to Jose, but
this is a really dangerous free kick.
I think, as I said, when it comes from Marino, with his CV, they should be, but the players themselves they've never experienced that as a whole themselves of winning something. So I don't get where that arrogance comes from. If it had been a bit of a combination of the two, then you could go, okay, fair enough. As much as we hate you, you've got a point. Why is playing on the fucking floor on a free kick?
It's fine. Don't worry, it's fine.
Right in the face. Well done, David.
I know, right?
Took it right in the face.
Crunch.
No, but I don't get this tactic that everyone's taken up in the Premier League that or we could have a defender on the floor, basically, behind the wall.
Oh, I get it.
it's
I
the
don't
dribbling
mind
shot.
that.
That's what it is. I think that's the only reason.
It makes the wall taller, basically, because they jump, and obviously it's still covered underneath. It makes the wall taller.
Well, what was it the other day? What was it against Tottenham the other day? You put Cedric, the smallest player on the pitch, on the floor.
I know, right?
Yeah, well, I suppose he's the.
That was bizarre because the wall was bigger than him.
I don't know why they choose a certain person, but I think it's a good idea. Makes sense.
I'm here for it. It's taken me a little while to accept it, but I'm here for it. I'm not gonna lie. But there's a lot of bullshit that happens in the league now, so in the modern games, alright. So yeah, that's it really. Take your time. Well done, Smith Rowe. Switch. Lovely. Come on, give it back to Partey.
Also, Lacazette's on the bench as well, so I'd bring him on as well because Aubameyang's on fuck all again tonight.
No, he's had one shot and he fucking gave it to the North.
Saka's left out.
No one's there.
No, Lacazette, I said.
I know.
Andrew asked about Saka. So.
Oh yeah, he's been rested. He's rested. Yeah. So.
We need Martinelli's work rate.
Yeah, bring on Martinelli for fuck's sake.
Bring him on.
I'm not being funny. Aubameyang looks like he's still sulking.
You know what? You're not wrong there.
Aubameyang can just do one.
In a global pandemic, we've just got to find someone that's going to be gullible enough to go and pay his wages and take him off our hands. Because
good luck with that.
Yeah.
Probably have to end up paying someone again, like we do with everyone else.
Okay. Yeah, Saka's been rested because obviously he picked up a knock at the weekend, but yeah, he's been rested for today. Hopefully he's back on Monday.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what.
He must be fit because he's been picked for the England squad, so he must be somewhat fit.
Yeah, but he's been rusty, like, he's been taking them out. Sorry, Sam, I know you want to say that.
That's right.
He's been rusty since we dropped him due to rest, because he did need to rest. He's been crap, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I didn't even think he did that well in the Tottenham game. Some other people think he did. I'm thinking he did okay, but not for Saka standards. Not for me.
He was just good. He was brilliant.
But it was like we were saying for the guys that stayed to the end. The players that really stood out for us was Gabriel,
Tierney, Smith Rowe, and Odegaard.
Yes, Tierney, Smith Rowe, and Odegaard. Yeah.
I didn't think Lacazette was all that either. So obviously the penalty's one thing, but I didn't think it was all that. Everyone else was raving. I'm thinking he didn't even play all that.
Yeah, because I think he was expected to be on the bench up to obviously when Aubameyang turned up to that moment when it was obviously late. He got told he's been dropped. He was probably expected to be on the bench and weren't prepared himself. But you know what? Apart from the penalty. And even he still won it. He had to win it as well. And then he had to put it away. But you know what? This is why in the big games I prefer Lacazette, sorry, because in the big games he turns up, he does score. Aubameyang in the big game since he's walked through the door. His first big game was the League Cup final, and he was invisible. I mean, the whole team was invisible that day, but there's always been a running thing, even in the Europa League final in his second season.
Oh God. Everybody died that day.
Yeah.
I think the only person I actually played was fucking Petr Cech. That was it. And probably Iwobi.
Yeah, I said the only ones that really stood out for me, the two players, are academy players, Iwobi and bloody Willock.
I think if Willock scored that goal, maybe he would have. Might have tried to get back in the game more, but I don't know. I think Chelsea. By that time, I think Chelsea probably thought we had the game done, wrapped up.
Well, the fact we went, they were 3-0 up. We got a goal back with Iwobi. We're thinking, okay, cool. And then 2 minutes later, we're going, okay, up we go get another goal. It's like, what was the fucking point? And then Willock comes on, and then again, Willock literally again showed up that entire team, that experienced player was, because he actually came on it. Even he was trying his hardest.
Fuck off.
You know what? I felt
sorry for him as well, because you get dashed in a final. Straight away. But I've always said it. I thought once Ramsey got injured, that was it. that was it. And I stand by that. Because for me, Ramsey, and everyone kept saying Lacazette was player of the season. I thought Ramsey was probably up there because Ramsey was giving it 100% before he got injured. And that's just my personal opinion, you know. But once we lost him in that Napoli game, that was it. Season done.
Yeah, looking back now, it did sort of have that feel as well that without him, we weren't going to win the Europa League and we weren't going to get Champions League. It proved it because the entire squad then bottled third spot and came fifth by a point. By a point, but we were in third. We were walking it at one point. Go to Dubai, come back, and we fucking fight away. And then we have another snap at the cherry in the Europa League final, and they got absolutely 4 apart in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? A lot of people keep talking about the Palace games where they cost it. I actually think the Everton game when we lost 1-0 was the start of it. I've been saying it for ages. When you put in El Neni and Guendouzi in a double pivot, to me that made no sense at all.
Yeah, and then that's when it was the Palace game where he did that again, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, oh my God.
He did it again at Palace.
Greeny makes a good point, mate.
I don't know. Can you guys get rid of it? They're going to score. All right,
11 games without a clean sheet.
Yeah,
Greeny's absolutely right. It's about 10 or 11 games without a clean sheet. If you keep conceding goals,
what do people expect when we're changing the format? We're changing the
defence every game.
Single game.
Yeah,
that's what I'm about putting out your strongest team between now and the end of the season because it's so important. You know,
and who did the same thing all the time? Emery.
People were saying, "Oh no, we need to have a full, change it for today. We're going to piss it today." No, we weren't. We're never going to piss this game.
No,
we need to have gone strong, got it won by half time, and now we're just going to be clinging on now for the last 20 minutes. And if they score another goal, we're out. I reckon.
If Aubameyang scored that chance,
we'll go to pieces.
We should have been fine.
You know we will.
Yeah,
it's a joke, and that's why we're not keeping clean sheets all the time because our defence and the people in front of them they constantly chop and change.
Oh, fuck off, man! That's a yellow card to him as well. What the fuck?
Russ has joined us in the chat. Pick up Russ as well. Hope you're keeping well.
We got Russ, man.
We got John. We got Russ.
Oh my God.
Russ.
Is that Yann video or is that Craig David? I can't quite work it out.
Oh, you need to make a sub out there now. Because this is looking like last year all over again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only thing that has to happen is there's no fans and we ain't scored a goal. That's very different.
Aubameyang off and Martinelli on, that would be my choice. Get some energy up front. Give them something to think about.
This is the thing. Imagine that obviously
it'd probably more like you take Smith Rowe off for him.
There's fans in this stadium tonight, and that obviously we're going 1-0 down when we did. The tension in that stadium would be absolutely. We could cut it with a knife, put it that way, because the fans would be like, "Oh,
what are you doing, Partey? Fuck's sake!"
Jesus, don't like this.
God, these are just
these dumb balls. Their phone's going off all the time.
This could be the longest 18 minutes going.
Yeah.
It really is.
Everyone's saying on Twitter, by the way, Martinelli and Lacazette, we need a ASAP.
Yeah, we do.
We are struggling against.
It's a shit team.
We need both of them. I'm not even joking. We need both of them.
Oh, yes. A weaker Olympiacos and the team we faced last year, apparently.
Yeah, the last week they were shit.
Yeah. But they were struggling against them at home. I mean, come on. When
they've got two of the best kits, so it's got to be a bit.
Yeah, they've got nice skill.
This away kit, top quality. Got to give them.
Yes. This is another that pisses me off as well, by the way. Literally, how many fucking different bits of gear they fucking Arsenal and Adidas released this season alone?
Broke. This is why they're broke, man, or they're stingy. They just want more money to be pumped in.
They need money
They want more money to be pumped in because the fans are not here pumping more money. for a ridiculous charge for the season tickets. That's what pisses me off when I hear these prices for the season tickets. I'm like, you know what? I don't even bother. I don't even bother. I always go to either Europa League Cup games or League Cup games or whatever. I'd rather go there because I'm not paying X amount of money to go watch a league game. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And the way they're playing right now, I can't do it.
Can't afford it.
Doesn't matter either, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I can't do it. I can't afford it.
I ain't being funny, but if you were to take the missus and 2 kids to an Arsenal game at the moment, it cost you almost a week's wages.
Honestly, it's not. You're not wrong. I've got my 3 boys. If me and my 3 boys go, I get no change at 400 quid. So
well then. Oh, what's this?
I'm not even joking. I'm not exaggerating at all.
No, I believe it, mate. No, literally, especially you've got all the stuff. Especially coming out of Arsenal station, you've got all the stalls set up, all the merchandise bits, like the Simon Memorabilia store. You've got all the other stores have got set for scarves, t-shirts, this, that, and the other. Then the actual stores themselves.
Yeah, you had that on.
Having something.
Here's the thing, right?
Having something to eat.
Shoot! Oh my God! What are you doing? For fuck's sake!
So yeah, it's an expensive day. It is an expensive day out.
Yeah,
there's no way around it because either way you've got to eat. You've got to have a drink as well, as in like water, juice, or fizzy, whatever.
That was a beautiful little touch though. Before he had that shot, before he put the ball in, received it again, and then
it's like he scooped it. What?
Here's the thing, though, right?
Perfect before. He did everything perfect.
Here's the thing, though, right? If you're like Andy and you're paying £400 out, plus you're buying a replica shirt or a scarf or something to eat, something to drink, and you're spending the best part of £400-500, would you pay that to watch what we've watched tonight?
No chance.
You feel cheated.
This is probably 30 quid to watch this. You know what I mean? I ain't paying 30 quid. Fuck that.
And the best day out is the Emirates Cup. You get to see 2 games, and it's about 12 quid a piece. And, and it's always lovely weather, perfect sunshine, and it's just I really enjoy that. I do with the kids.
Yeah, I do as well.
You always get to see new signings if they've made any as well, like in pre-season.
Yeah,
and it's good atmosphere. I like it.
Yeah, I didn't like the new format they tried out the last time before obviously COVID and all that. We had it was instead of being a weekend event, it was like a 1-day event.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel right. I prefer it over to the 2-day, the weekend itself. Yeah, it's more enjoyable. You're getting 2 games in both days for the price of 1, if not less.
Brilliant.
And it's a better atmosphere as well.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
I'll tell you what, this should have been a coast, shouldn't it? This should have been a coast.
Should have been, but hey, in the sense of
15 years ago, unfortunately. Well done. Come on, do something. He's through. He's through. Pepe. Pepe. Oh, what the fuck, man? You just gave it to him in his hand. Mate, he needs to come off.
It's like my saying in the chat, the fans were there, they'll be getting booed off the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, they would be. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I'm not there. Oh.
Well, it's like we said throughout the whole most of the season. If fans were at the if we didn't have this, obviously COVID hadn't come along, and it was just a normal run-of-the-mill season, fans were there. I'll tell you, it would have been a job if they'd played.
There's a lot of people that wouldn't be in a job if the fans had been in there, because some of the football this season has been dreadful.
Yeah, Lampard would have been gone a lot earlier.
It wouldn't have got that bad, I don't think. I don't think the fans would have allowed it to have got that bad, that run we had.
No, exactly.
Especially the Burnley game. Especially that Burnley game. That Burnley game, oh, mate. Burnley, Villa, Leicester. What else was at home? That was a poor game. I don't know about that.
It would have been worse.
I don't know.
Sheffield, West Ham at
home. It would have been worse
than
that last season under Emery. You know, around the Watford game, that sort of time.
Yeah,
and how toxic it got. I think it would have been even worse than that. I think we were playing. I think we were actually playing worse earlier this season than we were then.
Yeah,
can you imagine?
Yeah, I think so.
Villa game got me.
Not so much since Christmas.
Oh yeah, Villa
not so much since the Chelsea game. It's been a lot better, but before then, it was horrific to watch.
Well done, great tackle. Right about me, run.
You really got me.
You're through. Come on. What are you doing? You fucking clown! You are a fucking clown. You lob it and then it goes wide. You're a fucking idiot,
Of course.
This clown. Embarrassing. Oh my god.
You're
through.
Oh god.
I didn't miss that.
How have you missed that? Oh my god.
Get off, man. Get off.
Please.
This is
Martinelli, anyone?
Get Martinelli on for the love of God.
Martinelli,
how's he missed that? How's he missed that?
Please. You know what? I'm glad someone recorded something on my Virgin and flipped it over. Because I didn't want to see that shit. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Let me turn it back.
That's terrible. That's a bottle job. Absolutely bottled it.
Martinelli! Let's go.
This is why.
That's our captain. That's our captain.
I know.
Boys and girls.
Our captain is
Smith Rowe going off. Smith Rowe is going off. Oh my god, what is wrong with this? At least it's Martinelli. But why did he brought Smith Rowe off instead of Aubameyang?
Why did he put Chambers on earlier? I don't get it.
Look at Smith. Smith Rowe looks dejected, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He keeps getting taken off ahead of other people.
But this is why Aubameyang should never have started tonight. After what happened at the weekend, he should be still on the bench at least today. Because he's been punished at the weekend and then gone.
Thank God.
He's been punished now.
Thank God for Martinelli.
He just popped Martinelli in his face. Yeah. Yellow card. Thank you.
Well, Chambers is on as well for Bellerin.
That should have happened ages ago. I'm sorry.
Oh no, Chambers would have started at least, if not Cedric.
For me,
why?
Chambers.
Why is Aubameyang still on though? Ahead of Smith Rowe. I mean, it's just no one can explain that.
Nope. We'll try to. Don't worry. When he gets asked all these questions, he'll be like, "Yeah, go on."
It's a red card.
No, it's not a red.
He has got a red.
He could have.
Is it a second yellow? Yeah, no, he showed him a red.
Yeah, he showed him a red as well. Yeah, I've seen it as well.
Oh, he did. You're right. Oh shit. Sorry, bro. Oh shit.
Yeah, because even Mark was in the chat saying red.
Oh yeah,
Martinelli's been on the pitch for 25 seconds and he's already got someone sent off. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, well.
Good lad.
Good man, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, look, they're under pressure now.
Talk about affecting the game.
Crying. It's 2-0!
I'll behave. I was going to say, don't say too much. I thought you were going to say.
Go on!
Don't say things like that. It gives me heart in my mouth.
Yeah, fucking yeah. Like, what?
Come on, I'm smiling. Why would I? Come on, guys. Come on.
Oh my
they're
God.
They're all over.
Come on,
they're all over.
Come on,
listen. Yeah, exactly. One more goal. One more.
They are going out, mate. They are going out. They are all over. All over.
Is it a strong Tottenham side, by the way? Is it a weak one?
Yeah. Bale's on the pitch. Everyone's on the pitch.
Is it an excuse?
Dele Alli got hooked. Kane's out there.
Oh.
Lo Celso's out there.
And you fucked it.
Mate, I'm not going to gloat until we're through.
Let's not say that. Let's still with our game.
We're through.
Yeah, stick a foot.
You're right.
We've got 7 minutes and we can still fuck it up. Yeah, plus injury time.
That guy is crying. Why are you crying? Like, got yourself sent off. Tilled. No problem.
Gabriel Jesus.
If he just literally took the yellow card and walked away, he would not have got a second booking. It's the fact he said something to the ref, and the ref thought, okay,
yeah, he punched the ball away.
Oh, Lala, that's who I wanted to come to Arsenal. Lala. Go on.
He probably did a bit of both. He probably punched the ball away and also said something at the same time.
Yeah.
And as refs, you just tend to go, really? Okay, off you go then.
Hey, Paul, you need to be careful, you know. Be careful. Lala. That's who I wanted to come to Arsenal at the right back.
I think he's because he punched the ball. That's what it was. I just saw it now. That bar, he punched the ball. He
Discipline,
punched it.
yeah. With discipline,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Ill
Oh, that's what he did.
It's bad discipline.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
The chalk on his hands. Yeah. I see that now.
Yep.
Charge at him, man.
Well, it's your own stupid fault. Because you've got no one to blame but
Lala's just come on for him. I think Poe's going to come on.
Tinky Winky's playing in defence.
Oh dear. Steve in the chat. Apparently, we figured it out. Basically, instead of giving when he got bought, instead of giving the ball back to have the free kick, he punched it away. So that is why he got. So it's bad. Ill discipline.
It is, yeah.
Come on, Odegaard. What? All right, cool.
We've got. We've got Dixie in goal.
Jacques has been
Let me see
booked,
it
of
again.
course he has.
Yeah, typical Jacques, typical. Yeah.
Even,
Now I've seen the challenge. Now I've seen the challenge. All right. Fuck's sake.
Oh,
There's a big miss for
What?
them, man.
No, he had his stabs on his ankle. That's why. I saw it again.
That bar going off is a big miss for them.
Oh,
It is.
that's a bit.
What are we gonna do?
What
are we gonna do?
It's from a different angle.
The fact was scrape through.
No, Lacazette needs to come on. We got one more sub.
Yeah.
We got one more sub. Lacazette needs to come on. I'm sorry.
Martinelli looks like one of the three musketeers, doesn't
Oh shit!
The younger he is, yeah.
As long as it's not
Great
Porto.
team again.
Oh, go on, Martinelli. Go on. Go on, hey man! Aubameyang! Oh, what are you doing? Oh my! I've had enough of this guy. What is he doing? What are you doing?
Take him off. I'll take it back. It's not Dixie in goal. It's up front. He's that captain.
Why are you doing them?
I don't care. Drop him. Take the armband off him. Give it to someone else. I don't care.
Tierney.
Yeah.
He's already the captain in my eyes, anyways. Tierney's been captain for me for ages.
I'll tell you what, right?
Two bucks at the
come on.
I know.
The energy we've got up front now. The energy we've got all of a sudden.
Lacazette needs to come on. I've had enough. Enough.
He had 2 bites at the
That's a great ball. Come on.
It was literally on a plate, that was. Did everything
how you not run for that? Fuck's sake, man.
He's the miss before.
No, don't get
when he's clean through.
Down to you, bro. Down to you.
Man. There's a guy called Orsic playing for Zagreb, right? He scored one, and he is running them ragged.
How long's left in their game? A few minutes, isn't it?
There's a couple of minutes left, and then they'll be going to extra time.
Oh yeah, because it's literally 2.
Yeah. Pepe. Well done, Pepe. Well done,
But
Pepe.
it's Orsic. He looks a player. Bloody hell.
He's quick, you know, that Orsic guy. He's very, very
quick. Isn't he just? They don't know whether to stick with him or drop off him. I've got both games on, so they don't know whether to...
Well done, Pepe. Pepe working hard back. Thank you. Good.
See what happens when
really
bad.
3 minutes, we're going to be all right. It's been a crap performance, fellas, but we're going to be all right.
Oh, lucky.
This performance has been absolute shit.
Yeah, 100%.
But we're going to be okay.
Hopefully. 8 years.
Nah, we're all right. We're all right, mate.
Oh, Gary in the chat on the one.
That red card has knocked the wind out.
Oh, Gary, you know it. You know it.
That red card has knocked the wind out of them, boys.
It has, thank God. We needed that, but the question is, you know, are they going to do a Tottenham that look better with 10 men? That's the question. I mean, we've missed golden opportunity. Well done, Chambers. Get rid of it. This is the issue.
Just kill the tie off, please. This is ridiculous.
There's a tweet that's gone out there.
Maybe I could have had a hat trick by now. Could have had a hat trick.
Brought Martinelli on half an hour ago.
Leonard, just catch that, man, please.
Somebody's just said this about Martinelli. They turned around and said it's like having a Porsche in the garage And having a Aubameyang on the pitch is like having your nan drive it to the supermarket once a week in reverse.
Yeah, it's like
I thought you were
wrapped in kitchen foil as well or something.
I actually thought you were going to say a
That's a
Fiat
big one, that
Punto that Aubameyang is right now. He's playing like a Fiat Punto.
Stick it. If you had a Porsche, you'd stick it through a laminator.
Hey.
Brownie's joined us in the chat, by the way. He says, sorry I'm late, guys. It's been a tough day for him personally, as it's a year to the day that Peter Whittingham, former Cardiff player, sadly passed away. Yeah.
I remember him, Brownie.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Peter
Yeah,
Whittingham.
rest in peace.
Very sad.
Player he was.
3 minutes added time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, gentlemen.
You've not had a lot of luck. Not had a lot of luck with your black buddy.
See, I don't get why, again, Arteta, same thing we did last season. Should just bring him on earlier and put him through a banger. That was crap pass.
I'd love to have seen him at least get half an hour, Martinelli.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
I wish he should have started, to be fair, but I'd love to have at least seen him get at least half an hour.
What's the worst that could have happened?
He's transformed the energy in our team.
Well done, Tim.
Come on.
Go Tim, he's quick, man.
He's like had a shot of adrenaline
Tim.
right straight into the
Even
heart.
guess Tierney.
Come on.
Well done.
Come
Tim.
on, we're home. We're home. Come
Oh,
on.
no, let's not say nothing, man. Shit.
This is Arsenal.
We're not going to concede two against this lot, mate. No,
That's a good point.
that sending off just kicked all the wind
Anything
out
can
of
happen.
it.
We could
This
give
guy
away
was getting on
one
the
of those
ball.
stupid penalties where point blank range it hits your arm. Anything could happen.
Oh, they got. Go back. Take the throw.
Steady.
Give us the throw then. They fell through it. Thank you.
So you can't go back and take it again. It's either a foul throw or it's not, ref.
Yeah. Well, we got it now, which is good.
Because
someone should have. How are you
the ref
booking
of an
Tierney for
underage
time
game.
wasting? You're booking it for time wasting. You're chatting shit.
Okay, of course, yeah, makes
Whatever,
sense.
ref. Just throw it, Tierney, man.
Oh,
Fuck's sake. Put it through, Odegaard. Put it through.
go on.
Pepe's there. Where you going? Okay.
Come on.
Xhaka, the most unbalanced in the fucking.
That is 1 minute on for that. For that Tierney thing, he's added
Joe.
1 minute on.
Oh,
You just did
brilliant,
it.
Odegaard. Come on, Pepe, please. Okay.
Jack
Come on,
was
lads.
more
Come
unbalanced than ever before.
Corner? Yes.
Oh,
Come on, lads. 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay, no.
Oh my
How is
lord!
Tierney booked for that? Oh, no.
How'd you get a name on that?
Steve gestured to the fourth official though, adds 1 extra
Yeah.
minute for it.
Yeah, I saw it. For two
You
seconds,
always
you get
time
an
in
extra
the
minute on
corner.
top.
You
Wow,
always time in the corner. Oh, wow. That was poor.
brilliant!
Go on.
Well done, son.
Come on.
Come on,
Come
Lee
on.
there. Come on.
Don't party. Don't shoot. You fumble it. Oh, you still got it. And
Go on,
well done.
top corner. Go on.
Bag it. Just bag it. Ref. Free kick. No free kick. Play on. Come on. Just play on. Yes, Martinelli.
Go on.
What happened there? That's a free. This referee's taking the fucking piss, you know. Just blow the whistle, man.
What?
Blow the fucking whistle, ref.
Comment in the chat from Mark in the chat
Jason
saying, draw
Taylor.
tomorrow. Who do we want playing like this non-league team?
Mate.
Granada
League,
or
get top of their league.
Malta.
right now.
Granada. We certainly don't want Dinamo Zagreb, that's for sure.
Oh, of course not. Huh.
Well, I'll take him over some of the other teams, Ajax and
Oh, come on.
Milan and stuff.
Villarreal.
I'll have Rangers.
Socrates.
I'd love Rangers in the final. I mean, that'd be the best final for me. Arsenal Rangers. I think that'd
Well,
be wicked.
it's
The
over.
atmosphere.
We're through.
Yeah, we lost, but we're through.
Get it?
Yeah.
It's very deflating for a
We're
winner
terrible to lose that game.
going through.
All you can take from this is we got through. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
We
it.
are
That's
terrible at
There's nothing
finishing.
else to differentiate about.
horrible
We
game.
can't
Horrible.
finish. We can't finish for toffees, can we? Our finishing is atrocious.
No. And that's why it's time to give Martinelli a go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've got to stop using these fucking wankers
You know,
who
it's
can't
changing
finish.
him physically though as well. He looks like a proper. He's changed so much, hasn't he, Martinelli? He's grown up. a lot
Yeah, he's got
in the
more
last 12
muscle.
months
He's
or
been
so.
in the weight room, hasn't he?
He's in the weight room, and
Yeah.
because they don't want him.
He's a lot thinner in the face and all. He's like.
Yeah.
No,
They
he
don't
does
want
need
like Aubameyang getting knocked off the
Martinelli,
ball.
let's be real. He does.
Look at Socrates there. Look. It's Socrates having a go at Aubameyang. Looks like he's having a go at him. But
Yeah, he should be having a
He
go
was
at him.
asking for his shirt. He was asking for his shirt, but he looked like he was like going to smash his face in. That's Socrates for you.
Yeah, even David Stevens just tweeted out his own, and his tweet was "and relax" in the exclamation mark.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just
Dreadful performance overall.
just having a look on the other site, and every single spud is calling for Mourinho's head. Every single one of them.
I'm going to stick that on now. I'm going to watch.
Yeah,
it
me
now.
too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as well. We all say that on for this one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this fella is this guy playing up top for Zagreb is a real danger.
Also, if you should get him,
I'd have him. We'd probably get him for 50 quid and
get him a pound
Packet of
bag.
pork scratchings.
yeah. We get him for 50 quid and a couple of tins of
Marmite.
Marmite,
pop
yeah.
night.
I was going to
Vegemite.
say fine fake beans, but fair enough. You want to say Marmite? I give Marmite the benefit of the doubt. At least you can change your mind, you know what I mean? Baked beans, no fine.
Make it
Thing is,
some Nutella and I'll think about it.
After tonight, I'll swap him for a Aubameyang.
How about a cup of tea?
Yeah, Stephen in the chat saying, not a great performance, but we've got the job done.
One sugar, please, mate.
Have a great day, everyone. Up the Gunners, yeah.
One?
Yeah, terrible game. Terrible in terms
I'm
of
three, mate.
finishing.
I don't know about one.
What a goal! Great goal they just scored, isn't it?
Hmm.
I mean, they're showing the highlights now.
Yeah,
Great
I've seen
goal.
them.
Missing all their goals. Was their goals that good, Joe?
That's really good,
First one,
actually, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
That Orzic.
I watch
player,
them
mate.
kicking off now.
Yeah, so literally Tottenham have gone into extra time, so we'll see how this pans out. So we've got us an extra half hour by the looks of it. Well, at the same time, we're going to digress the fucking result here as well.
I mean,
But we're through. The thing is, even though we lost tonight, the actual match, but we got through. But
We lost against Olympiacos. I mean,
Yeah.
these players, we can't trust them. We can't trust them. They're so poor consistency.
There's certain players we can't trust, and Aubameyang's been one of them now. He's added to that. He's added to this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Captain or not,
agree.
He can't
trust
play.
him.
We can't let him play.
why? He's still got a monk on from Saturday. From Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. He's definitely still fuming from that. Regardless of what he said in his
Oh, look, Jermaine.
pre-match notes.
Yeah.
I don't believe that shit.
We got to drop him. We got to bring on just play
He's not gonna do
Lacazette
it.
now.
No.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Yeah,
I mean, the
no.
That's the problem. And that's the problem.
You know what?
Where's the consistency in the man management? There's no man management from this guy, is there? There's no consistency.
No, but do you know what it is?
Jermaine Genius.
Sorry, Roy.
Absolutely right, Greeny. Jermaine Genius as a commentator. Honestly, he used to want Brent West into building.
I'm glad it's on me. But you know what? I will say with this year, with that whole putting him in the team today, just showed like, you know, let's try to settle things down, blah blah blah. Let's not get the fan base get on my back. And to be honest, I did want Aubameyang to stop because I wanted Aubameyang to fucking step the fuck up. You're wearing the captaincy band. As much as I don't feel you're a captaincy material, as I've been saying for the longest time, you need to fucking show everybody, you know, that you can be doing better. But obviously not. He was poor today. Lacazette should have came in and fucking put in a shift in. Sorry.
You know what? I ain't being funny,
But
mate.
it is what it
Take
is,
the armband off him and give it a Tierney. He
Ain't gonna do it though. Ain't gonna do it.
He cares. He really
can't
cares.
afford to because if he starts doing an Ozil and we're paying him that sort of money,
Yep, we'll be back to square one.
we can't afford.
But this was the
can't
risk.
afford that
This was the risk, Andrew. This was the risk of even,
Yeah,
you know, keeping them on and paying that amount of wage. This was the risk.
100%.
So,
Coming in, Zagreb. Let's get the job done, Zagreb.
Yeah.
I've been since the summer, and the decision over the goalkeepers. I've been really trying my best every single week to not sort of go overboard, and I'm trying to back Leno for every single match now.
thank you.
I'm losing it even more and more, and I haven't got hardly any faith in Leno at all now.
No, this is what I mean, and people keep telling me he's the best. He's not.
He makes good saves, but he's
No, he does. But I'm sorry, Martinez is more composed.
Really poor.
This is the thing I sort of noticed with Leno. Sorry, he's a bit of like we had Fabianski when he was from Fabianski was at Arsenal. He was a good shot stopper, but apart from that, he had.
That's what a goalkeeper should be. I hate that saying. Oh, you're well, if you're not a goalkeeper, are you? The basics of the job.
No, he's on his own. Someone help him.
When I say that, I mean he's not.
I know. I'm taking the mic. I know what you mean.
Whereas Martinez, even Matty Ryan, they demand their box, they command their box, they come out for crosses, and they have a presence about them.
I'll tell you what, Ron. I think that Leno's got absolutely zero confidence, and I would much rather see Ryan in there. And if Leno wants to go away and work on his game so he gets better, so be it, and then maybe he'll get another chance. But I'd have Ryan over Leno any day of the week.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded seeing Matty Ryan tonight.
No pressure. He
Ryan.
doesn't feel like he's under pressure for his position.
I mean, we could have probably got more money from Leno than Martinez, I think.
Yeah, I think of course we would have done because
of the contract. If you look at the contract that Leno on compared to Martinez, I mean, it made more sense.
I think they would have done that. If someone had come into Leno, I think they would have sold him. I think they would have done, but I don't think anyone came in for it.
But at the same time, they sort of had at the time as well, where my criticism comes in is he should have been big enough to say to Leno, look, yeah, you were injured, it weren't your fault, but at this moment in time, Martinez is our number one. He's coming, he's done nothing wrong, he's got us through that period. We've won an FA Cup as well. He needs to be rewarded. He is our number one exercise. You need to now fight for your spot again. The fact the fact that he then went, actually, you know what? Leno's back now, so Leno, you're number one still.
What are you doing?
Sort of. Yeah. I think the thing is, like the main wording he couldn't say was, yes, you are definitely going to be the number one. He wanted to both be battling against, for that number one spot. It's okay, fair enough, understandable. So you can't guarantee someone that they're going to play all the games. But
no, they make mistakes.
I think the shock was when they actually got a firm offer, 23 million was it for
23, 26, something like that, yeah.
For him, and they weren't expecting that in a million years, I don't think. And they literally put them over a barrel, and they had to take it because I think if it could have been the other way around and we got an offer for Leno, I don't think they would have even questioned it. They would have accepted it straight away. But I think because of the COVID pandemic and no fans, income and so on, it's very hard to turn down that money when it's firm offer, isn't it?
Yeah.
For someone that desperately wants to be a number one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can understand it, but it's in hindsight, it's a terrible thing to do. I think exactly.
So. Oh yeah. But hey, we're back to square one on that side of things because what's then that's going to
I love him. He's an absolutely brilliant goalkeeper. I don't think we would be where we are now in the league if we'd have kept it. Put it that way.
You should have kept him. You should have kept him. I've been saying this.
I know.
For the longest time.
You start selling your soul to the devil, wasn't it, for 23 million, basically. That's what he did.
And the thing is with Martinez, he's made a couple of mistakes here and there, but he hasn't made like out and out, oh bloody hell, blunders here, there, and everywhere. So he's been consistent on that side of things as well. So it's made it even more.
Isn't
he's more of a composed people. He's more composed as well.
I don't have a problem with Ryan starting. I mean, every
don't.
time I've seen Ryan, I've never seen him do.
I need to see more from him.
He's just solid. He's not fantastic, but he's solid. He's dependable. I'll take that.
It's like I said, there's no repercussions for mistakes when they're made by the senior players. But Aubameyang won't miss out next game because of all those misses he did. Leno didn't miss out after all those mistakes he made, putting Ceballos and Xhaka in crap.
In trouble,
He hasn't had any repercussions for that. Xhaka doesn't get repercussions for the things he does because they're all senior players and he knows that he's got no serious competition for his place. He should lose his place in the next game, Leno. And Aubameyang after that performance. But they won't.
No, of course not. He's acted like a perpetuant child. I took it off him. I'm sorry. I mean, you've been late X amount of times, apparently, from what we've been hearing, which is the reason why he was dropped. But at the same time, it's like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's yes, he is, on paper, the best striker we got in the club. But again, on paper. But at the same time, it's like, you're not. Obviously, we know he's not putting up trees this season, but I mean, come on, man. Your attitude, and this is what Arteta keeps talking about, is I accept. I mean, I backed him for dropping him in the North London derby because I thought that was absolutely, regardless if we'd won or lost that, I accepted that and I respected the fuck out of that. But honestly,
because that's a repercussion I'm on about. That is a repercussion. But the problem is that there's no repercussion for poor performance on the pitch.
There's no consistency.
Where's the consistency? Yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah,
that's the most important thing, having your repercussions for your performance on the pitch. I'd rather he was strict about that than strict about coming in late because you've been stuck in traffic.
Look at Xhaka. Look at Xhaka. He can be shit for games on end. He never gets dropped. Never.
No, not silly.
Let's be real. Xhaka should have been dropped years ago.
The thing that gets me is they're paying them more money that would take us. They're paying them in a week what would take us 10 years to earn. How are you not giving everything? That's what I never can understand.
Because they've got if we had a poor, if you're in a sales job and you have a really poor quarter, you don't hit any of your targets, you'll probably be out of the company.
Yeah.
But if when they've signed their contract, they'll get paid that regardless of their performance. That's a stupid thing. There's no. It should be like target orientated.
Yes,
same as any job. If you're not pulling your weight, you're not hitting your certain targets as an individual player, then you should have repercussions. Why should you be paid for the rest of your contract for 3 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
Same as a manager. If a manager's crap and you get your team relegated, they get sacked, but they get paid 3 years worth of wages or whatever their contract's however long. Well, what's that all about?
I've got a question for you, Andy. If that's the case, if you're a manager and you should get the sack and shouldn't be earning that sort of money, when you take, I mean, the worst manager in history was Alan Paul, who managed to get 11 of the clubs that he managed relegated. I think some of these people should actually, I don't know, donate some of them.
It's time to look at a different career then, isn't it? I mean, you should look at a different career, seriously. But, if you're not hitting your targets in any kind of job, you'll get sacked. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, fair enough. Give them like his 3 months notice, you're gone. I do not understand how these managers or players will always get their contract honoured. Like no other industry in the world does that happen. It's just ridiculous.
You're a banker and you start off a Black Friday or something. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's me, but is anyone else getting that really bad feedback?
Yeah, I think it might be some of the. One sec, let me just have a look. One sec.
It's probably, it's him.
Because
he doesn't use his headphones.
So yeah, I'm going to quickly, once you've got yourself. once he's got his headphones sorted, I'll quickly go and get myself something to eat quickly. I'll be back in like
I'm
2
gonna
minutes.
shoot, guys. Anyways.
Yeah, I've got to shoot, guys, as well.
Oh, okay.
See you later, guys.
I'll just wrap things up then. Sam,
Okay, fair enough.
Find you then.
What'd you say?
I don't know what your plans. Are you going to say getting something to eat, Ryan? Because I'm all right to stop on for a bit.
Okay.
I'm just sorting something out. I've just taken my camera off because I'm sorting something out for the kids. But
yeah, no, that's fine. Sam, where can people find you?
I'm just on Twitter at the moment, basically at 1980_Greenwood, and I'm here doing watchalongs and different stuff. And sometimes I'm on with the Arsenal, well, mostly on Thursdays with the Arsenal fan circle, the American guys. Sometimes I'm with the Black Blind Gooner, so I'm just doing guest stuff at the moment. Yeah, it's been fun. This is always fun being together watching the games. It's the same issue with Arsenal being a bit shit at the moment, but still, at least we get together and have a laugh and get to talk about it. So it's therapy, innit? So it's good, innit? So thanks again for having me.
Same again Sunday.
Same again Sunday. Yeah, see if I can do it.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock kickoff UK time. I don't know what time it is.
It's 4 here, so I'm going to find out what I'm doing work-wise first.
Yeah. Well,
I think the next three games are all on Sunday, so we've got like a week between each game now, haven't we?
Yeah, literally. Also, Sam, are you around tomorrow? Because I'm doing a thing for the draw again tomorrow. Obviously, now we've got through.
What time is that?
12 o'clock. 12 p.m. UK time, so 1 o'clock your time.
1 o'clock, let's have a look. I'm just going to have a quick check now on my calendar, work calendar tomorrow. Let's have a look. So it's 1 p.m. my time, yeah? So yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll see you then for that tomorrow then. Ryan, what about yourself? Where can people find you? What you got coming up on your channel?
Well, of course, the match reaction will be out very, very shortly. Other than that, the preview to the West Ham game coming up. That's pretty much what I've got coming up. But Ryan, thanks again, boys. It's always a pleasure hooking up with
you too, buddy.
Guys. And
you too, mate.
You know, check me out, Twitter, RJ Wills, and my YouTube channel, Ryan Williams AFC. But big up, guys. Big up to everyone in the chat. Ryan, thanks again.
Cheers,
boys,
Ryan.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Cheers, Ryan. See you, mate.
See you later, guys.
Oh, Emily's in the chat. Just joined to say he's going to go and check out expressions now. He's probably going mental.
I've just remembered as well. I'm on Richard's channel at 8:30 doing the sort of fan reaction thing as well. So
should be done by we're done by then, won't it? Because it's nearly half time for this. Yeah. So we're done by then.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably going to go to penalties.
Either way, it was. You never know. Brownie's happy in the chat, going Vamos Granada.
Yeah, they're knocked out Malta.
Take it.
Yeah, I'm going to get the scores up on the screen. One sec. Bear with me a sec.
Yeah, 2-1 Mulder, and they lost 3-2 on Ag. Roma are through. They won 5-1.
Oh, that's comfortable then for them, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Roma won 2-1 in Shakhtar.
Gosh.
Rangers, Slavia Prague's 0-0 with 5 minutes gone. AC Milan, Man United 0-0, 3 minutes gone.
Yeah.
And Zagreb, Tottenham.
And Zagreb, Tottenham, obviously extra time. Half time now, extra time. So
yeah.
2-0 Zagreb and then like 2-0 no good. Jermaine Genius must be so happy.
Jermaine Genius is, I mean, he was crap when he was a player. He's as bad as a commentator as he was when he was a player. I mean, I always thought he was massively overrated.
He had one really good season, which sort of propelled him into what everyone's consciousness, and that was it. He was just average from there on in. I remember he did have that one really cracking season. He looked like a real player, and that was it. That was the highlight of his career.
Yeah, and I mean, he never ever achieved what everybody said he was going to.
No,
he was absolutely terrible.
He was the epitome of the phrase stick note. He was always injured, wasn't he? All the time.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Darren Anderton clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, Brownie's even said that in the chat. Longer injury record than Darren Anderton.
Yeah.
And that's saying something. Considering
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go. I've got got to sort this thing out with the kids. I do apologise.
Yeah, no worries. Andrew, where can we find you?
Yeah, from Dial Square to where? Had a really good show yesterday. Hope you're feeling better, by the way. I'm glad to see you better, Ryan.
Yeah, better than what was yesterday.
Yeah, it was a really good one, going through the discussion about who we think should be in the 25-man squad next season. Had a sort of a long, deep dive into the under-23 squad as well, some of the strengths of the players there. So, give us a subscribe on YouTube, From Dial Square to Where, and I'm on Twitter at From Dial Square as well. But always really, really pleased to be on with you, Ryan.
Yeah.
And it's been great to speak to all of you guys.
Yeah,
again.
definitely.
Cheers, Andrew.
Cheers, Andrew. Have a good one.
Catch you later, Andrew.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care.
No,
bye. And then there's
I think it sort of was in those three, wasn't it? You had Anderton, you had Genus, and you had Redknapp, who just spent all their time on the treatment table, basically.
Yeah.
What was it?
Right.
It's saying something even Spurs fan nickname Anderton sick note.
Yeah.
Yes. Get in there. 3-0.
Oh my word, get in.
2-0, and you're fucking it up. Emily, go to expressions now.
Oh, what? It's going to be so good.
Oh, God.
Wow. There's going to be a meltdown after this. Going to be a meltdown.
Oh, my days. Literally, we're going to see the hashtag.
Got to go on the terrace. Got to go on the terrace and watch that, because that's where all the that's where he gets all the fans.
Yeah, he gets the Tottenham fans on, doesn't he? Was it that Liddy White and all that? And then
he gets all the other rival fans to have a go at him.
What's this on the terrace?
It's called the football terrace. Yeah, it's quite a good watch. I mean, it can be quite crap sometimes, and like a bit over the top sometimes. But when Tottenham fans are on there, it's always a laugh. I love watching the Tottenham fans.
What's this on YouTube or Twitter?
Yeah, on YouTube. The football terrace. Yeah. Just search for the football terrace, and you'll see it, and it'll have like the result. It'll say like Tottenham, 0, Zagreb 3 or whatever.
And just people piling into them.
Yeah, literally. They've even got their own version of Thai as well on that channel.
Yeah, Alex, whatever his name is, he's a nutter, really, that one.
Yeah. Oh, my days. But yeah.
Wow. Going out.
Good. It's all about timing.
Who scored? Wasn't that Orsic again, was it?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Really? He's got a hat-trick then?
I tell you what, he is mustard, mate, in front of goal. If you give him the chances, he'll tuck them away.
That's all we need. That's all we need.
He's scored in every round of the Europa this year.
Yeah.
We need that.
Who would have thought?
You know what I mean? You get him for 50 pence and a chip party.
Chip party. Oh dear. It was. Yeah. Just checking it now on Sky's website. Yeah.
How old is he? Do we know anything? Do we know how old he is?
Babyface. He's got to be.
He's only a kid.
He's got to be like 19, 20 something. He's a babyface.
Yeah. He's got to be worth some money, then, isn't he? But they're going to want some money for him, aren't they?
Of course they will. Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to remember, this is COVID and lockdown, mate. We're getting £2.50.
£2.50 and a whisper.
Yeah, that's the one.
Jesus.
I'll tell you what, we're swapping for David Luiz.
Yeah, we're swapping for David Luiz. We've got a very good striker here.
We've got a guy here who thinks he's a striker playing at the back.
Yeah. Oh, my days. Literally, Genius is getting ripped into now on Twitter, by the way. Literally, the notifications come on my screen. He's getting ripped.
Is the game over now? Is it over? Or is it?
No, it's still. It's early first few minutes of extra time in the second half.
They've still got time to save it.
They literally kicked off the second half, and Zagreb went to attack and scored a goal.
If they score, they're okay. But if they don't,
we're talking
what's it looking like now? Is Zagreb still on top, or?
Oh yeah, Zagreb are literally.
It's all Zagreb.
It's all Zagreb.
It's been all Zagreb all game.
Oh dear. No,
I mean Tottenham look frightened stiff.
Yeah.
They look shell shocked. I think they're beaten. They really do look shell shocked.
And Luis is in goal. It's not Joe Hart in goal either. It's Luis.
No.
I'll tell you what, that is gonna put a huge dent in Mourinho's armour, because they didn't expect him to go out this. No. They didn't expect him to go out here against Zagreb.
No.
It
does us a favour, because we don't have a North London derby to look forward to. Not another one anyway. Fucking hell. No,
I think
this sort of proves my point as well about what I was saying about earlier on about the League Cup final. This is why I still can't see City not turning up on that day and battering Tottenham. Yeah, they've got the Mourinho factor, but the players themselves, the players at Tottenham haven't got that mentality of getting over the line and winning a trophy. And so you're going up against a team, the serial winners of Man City, especially in this competition in recent years. You need a miracle. No, I said that. Oh dear, yeah, exactly, John. Come on, Zagreb. No, you know what? UEFA, if you're watching this, give us Zagreb tomorrow. Where's such up now? It's done.
Yeah.
The long hard one, we'll do it.
Wow.
Oh dear. No.
I mean, he's taken a fullback. He's taken a fullback off and put a fullback on when it was 2-2. I mean, you were like, really?
Oh dear. But with that, we'll wrap things up, because obviously Sam's got to be off. I've got to go and have something to eat. Oh, then I've got to do a bloody highlight fucking show again, yay! Because there's so much to fucking grab to put a highlight show together, but you've got to do that. Then I've got to do thumbnail for tomorrow morning's lunchtime show. And oh dear, I've got to sort all that out. So Warren, where can people find you?
You can find me on the Zagreb chat website. You can find me outside any pub in Golders Green giving it low. Normally on air, just coming on, which I'm always grateful for, because I love it on here, and being able to give the refs side of things when required. Thankfully, it was only needed once in the last 3 appearances. But generally, you can find me on Thorn in their side on Twitter, and just basically being a right idiot on there, really.
Oh dear. Are you around for Sunday 3 o'clock? It's a 3 o'clock kickoff. It's a weird one for Sunday, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine for that, mate. Because I mean, I've got a double in that, because Arsenal. And Millwall, whenever I wasn't able to go to Arsenal games, I go to Millwall and vice versa. So I've got a double reason for that one.
This will be interesting on Sunday then. Hey.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much the 2 clubs I hate the most. I'm sort of back to back, really. We had one on Sunday, and we got another one this Sunday. So. And
then they've got international for Gareth Southgate, yay.
Yes. I hate international breaks, don't you?
Have you seen his squad?
I mean, they're just so boring.
Have you seen the Southgate squad?
Even the Europa...
The Europa...
The Europa Cup is, the European thing that we play for now. It's just pointless.
Nations League products, yeah.
Yeah, no thank you.
That's what I was going to say earlier. About this conference thing. Instead of doing that, why not just bring back the fucking European Cup Winners' Cup? Bring that back. Back in the European competition. Just do that.
Yeah. Do you know what? I so much preferred it. I know people go, "Oh, dinosaur," and this, that, and the other, but I loved it when it was the old European Cup and the UEFA Cup. You had 2 legs. If you were the champions, you went in it, so it meant something.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do that, if you're going to have a champions thing, do us a favour, either have a Europa Cup where like teams get 2nd, 3rd, 4th, put them in that. But the people who win the League Cup, the FA Cup, and give them 3 Champions League spots. Yeah. And very, very simply, then you make every competition have value.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got to be a champion of something. It's no good finishing third or fourth or fifth
true.
even.
I mean, they're losing the title, isn't it? Let's be honest. Champions League.
I mean, you look at Liverpool that year. They beat AC Milan. Where'd they finish? Fourth, fifth?
Fifth by a few points as well, because Everton finished fourth.
So how are you champions of anything?
No,
do you know what I mean? Question. If you're not champion, you're not European champions. If you win that and you finish fifth in your league,
nah. That's like Liverpool. It's like Liverpool. That's literally. That's
you had to win it.
Place, didn't they?
Yeah, because the kickoff was you can't have a Champions League without the Champions League winners of the previous seasons.
Exactly that. Now, I don't mind if you give a place, but you make it. You don't say, we will if you don't qualify. It's one of them. If you win it, you automatically qualify for next year. And the winners of UEFA Cup, they should automatically qualify. So that then you have that trophy to aim for. And if you have the League Cup, the FA Cup, and everything else, and it's one place per competition, suddenly everybody takes those competitions really, really seriously. And that's what gives it value.
And definitely, you'll see a lot less of especially Premier League teams in these competitions, FA Cups and League Cups here in England. They'll stop doing this. We'll put a lesser team, a lesser squad out for this game or this competition. They'll suddenly go for their 4-11, and suddenly because it got that chance of having being a team in the Champions League, like okay,
exactly,
we'll take it serious.
You know, if Manchester City are like 12 points ahead come January, and you're in the fifth round of the FA Cup, you're going to play your best team. Yeah, all times. So give it value.
Oh yeah, no, it's because it used
all
to be.
All this new league will do, Ryan. All this new league will do is
devalue everything,
water and dilute and devalue it again.
It's like when they rebranded what was now the Europa League when it was the UEFA Cup. As soon as the second they did that, it watered it down and devalued it, and everyone's like, "Well, really?" And eventually they changed the theme tune to it as well, and all that. But it's like bloody hell, all for the sake of a bit of money. Yeah, it's fun. The thing is,
the more teams they can include in it, the more money they get out of it. It's all about the broadcasting rights and all about the sponsorship and all of that. How many people they can involve, and obviously the more clubs they can involve, the more money they can make.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that seems to be the case, especially sort of because of what's happened with COVID and all that. They've sort of pushed forward with this conference, Europa League conference malarkey. But yeah, it is. But as I said, instead of doing that, it says just bring back the European Cup Winners' Cup competition.
Yeah,
bring that back. If you want to further the European competition, bring that back.
Yeah,
and
exactly that.
In that competition, as well, it's cup winners. Again, including the title, you have to win a domestic cup to be in a chance to win it.
You know, the other thing about that, Ryan, as well, is when you then get a team that is definitely going to look like it's going to win the league, then what they're going to do is they might rest players in that competition, and obviously then a good team comes along, knocks them out, and suddenly there's real competition. You know, if you look like, say you're in, I don't know, say for instance that you're in the League Cup, but you're going really, really well in the league, and you're in the League Cup final, you're going to play your strongest team, even if you're challenging for the title.
Yeah.
Because you know that if you win that game, you're going in anyway.
Yeah.
Orsic is 28 years old.
28, doesn't look it.
Jesus, he looks like 21.
Yeah.
He's 28 years old, and
okay.
So he's not a youngster. He must be a late bloomer then.
Yeah, a bit of an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer moment. If you know, you know.
I'll tell you what, though, for a couple of years, he looks all right.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I would take anyone who can finish a fucking chance, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, we've been heavily linked with Edouard for the last year, so I say. We've been heavily linked with this Ivan Toney as well recently.
This guy, his he's been in. Where the fuck's he been? He's been
all over.
He's decent.
Over land and sea.
He's been in. Where is this? He's been. Genome Track. Where's this? He's been in. Korea. He has been in the K League.
Oh,
yeah.
And he's been in the Chinese Super League.
I'm not being funny, mate. He knows where the net is.
Yeah.
So he's been in the K League and the Chinese Super League before coming to Zagreb.
Jesus Christ! Was it about a couple of minutes ago? So I might as well stay to the end of the match, and then I'll finish off wrapping things up. But yeah, bloody hell, he's got around a bit, hasn't he?
Well, Rangers are losing now as well.
You know what they bought him for?
Yep.
That is, isn't it? So,
yeah, they bought him for. They only bought him for 1.6 million euros.
Bloody hell.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Cheap as chips.
Literally, yeah.
No, they had 2 minutes to go, Tottenham. But yeah, Rangers, they're 1-0 down, are they?
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
Oh, okay. Rangers, first half,
I'll tell you what, Granada were lucky because Mulder, they scored 2 goals.
Yeah. It was just that away goal that got
I'm really peed off with Granada. They've stopped so many things. we can't have mouldy arse now.
Oh my God. Hashtag mould arse, yeah. Oh dear. Oh my days.
Kane's just missed an open goal for them.
That would have put them through as well if he'd scored that.
Yeah.
Because it was away goal ball.
That's because he's already thinking about where he's going at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Getting to a point there. Every year it's been linked to him. He gets linked to a move. Would he move? Would he won't move? They'll get to a point where no one's going to be interested because it's getting older now. He's not getting any younger.
Yep. I reckon if they don't win the cup, the League Cup, I think he's on his way.
Especially if Mourinho stays put.
It'd be now or never, wouldn't it? Simple as that.
That's all they got left is the League Cup. Now if they go out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're literally seconds away from being knocked out, and they've got to score.
Yeah.
I wonder what Mourinho's going to do. I suppose he's going to go mentally. He's probably going to start beating up someone, is he?
It's the ref's fault for allowing them to score 3 goals.
He'll go and poke somebody in the eye.
Fucking hell.
All done.
Oh, yes! Get in there, you fucking scum!
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. We love that.
Serial winner, mind you. Serial winner.
Oh, yeah. Trophy Mourinho.
I'll tell you what, I've got to jump over to the football terrace, so we better wrap up.
Yeah, we'll wrap up now. Yeah, literally. With that, Tottenham are out. We're through. No North London derby. Thank fuck. I can't deal with that again. Over 2 legs all final, thank God. And that's a chance of us, a good chance of us getting an actual European title tomorrow. So we will be back tomorrow, literally 5 minutes before they go live. So about 5 to 12, we'll be back. Myself, Sam, and I might hear back on a couple of other people. And yeah, we'll literally go for the whole draw we did last time. And it's not only quarter-final draw, it's a semi-final draw as well. So we're going to find out who we could potentially have in the semi-final as well. So that'll be good as well. Get our reaction from that. I guarantee, I'm going to say it now, if not the quarterfinal, we could potentially have a Villarreal Arsenal semi-final.
We know it's going to happen.
Can you imagine?
It's
unbelievable,
it's either going to be quarterfinal or semi-final, one of the two. But
on your bike, Jose, and don't forget your lights. I've got a dynamo for that.
So everyone, all you gooners, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Cheers, guys.
And as always, the Arsenal, because even though we lost, we're through. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners.